All right. Fire them up. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Genre of Your Life podcast, your go-to podcast for all things movies, TV, entertainment, and a podcast that cannot believe, guys, that Rolling Stone magazine did not put Sinners in their top 20 movies of 2025. God, are you for real? Excuse me? What?
What the fuck movies made it?
In
that list.
Just wait. Just you wait, Nick, my friend. Just you wait. In due time, my brother, you will see, and you will see the rage I felt all week seeing this clickbait ass article that I'm like, excuse me, but hey, have no fear. We'll get into that. Of course, my name is Doug Jones. I'm one of your hosts. As always, I'm with two of my best friends in the world, two of the best hosts on the planet. First off, we have the wonderful, amazing, super Mr. Nick Johnson. What's going on, Nick?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing?
Oh, man, we have a lot to cover, boys. A lot to cover this week. And don't worry, in due time, Nick, you'll see how kind of bullshit made that list, because you're going to be like, what? And last but not least, it is the man that will soon have a glorious 70mm IMAX in his neighborhood. It is the wonderful, amazing, incredible. It's Mr. Moses Lawley. What's going on, Moses?
Hey, what's going on? Glad to be here, And yes, of course, that is true. All of it.
Oh, man. Woo. Ooh, yes. You're gonna end on 2025 on a high note with personal, but no, you're gonna be very in proximity. You're a closer 70mm IMAX to your leisure. Luckily.
Yeah. That's why we need the lease. You know what I mean?
100%. I would do the same thing. I would just say, you know what? We are cinephiles because of that same reason. Because I would do the same thing. I'm like, shit. I mean, IMAX in my backyard. Say less. You'll see me there every day if you could. But more importantly, you all are here. Thank you so much for joining this week's podcast. If you're new to the show, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back to the podcast. We are so glad you're back with us for more ramblings and takes on movies, TV, entertainment. Of course, you can find this podcast on your favorite podcast platform, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or your favorite podcast platform of choice. Of course, our full video show on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Midway Avenue Productions. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. Don't be shy, don't be a stranger. Review, rate the show. Leave us a comment and feedback. We want to hear from you guys. Your feedback means the world to us. Neutral, negative, positive, doesn't matter. We want to hear from you guys because your feedback is definitely the backbone of this show and community. So thank you all for tuning in and the support you've given us. We do appreciate it as we go on 3 years doing this show. And first and foremost on the agenda, I want to give a massive shout out to Nick's lovely wife, Kaylin, who's been helping us out a lot with our SEO and, of course, with our YouTube channel. Thank you, Kaylin. Thank you. The lovely Kaylin, I'll show you right here on our here for our video. She's been helping us out so much with our thumbnails and our rebranding of our YouTube. So Kaylin, you are the GOAT. You are the MVP. It looks amazing. She has helped us out so much with this. And again, this looks awesome. Hats off again. This looks incredible. We need a refresh, and she gave us a lot of new life into our YouTube channel. So thank you, Kaylin, for all your amazing work. This looks incredible.
That's my baby, y'all. That's wifey right there. Had to lock that one down.
Oh, man. She has helped us out tremendously. So I want to give her a massive shout out before we begin the show. Again, to our YouTube listeners, check it out. She's doing amazing work right now, helping us rebrand. And again, so thank you, Kaylin, again, for just helping us out. This was really incredible work, and you're helping us out a lot there. So thank you again, Kaylin. This is awesome. Alrighty, guys. So as I did mention at the top of this episode, real quick, and we have reviews to talk about and our game to play today, of course, but Rolling Stone, guys, a pretty massive and very, respectful magazine outlet, you name it, right? I mean, again, the great Peter Travers, who's an iconic critic from Rolling Stone, of course, and I feel like, you heard our top 5 a couple weeks ago, and you're probably hearing other podcasts, other critics, other influencers, you name it. Everyone, I feel like for movie fans, everyone has Sinners in their top 5, if not top 10. But Rolling Stone, my boys, Rolling Stone, my gentlemen, did not include Sinners whatsoever. So
they must not have seen it.
I would really hope so, because the backlash I'm seeing on this is like, Okay, so let's go over here real quick. All right, so starting from 20. Listen, Weapons. I'll keep them 20. I love Weapons. I'm cool with that. Great movie, original film, the big event of the summer. Great, whatever. Sure, cool. Frankenstein. I don't think we've seen that movie yet, but from what I heard though from people is that it's not Del Toro's best.
Really, it's on my list personally because I just love the Frankenstein story, but really,
yeah, I mean it's I thought it was pretty interesting. His take was very interesting because I was able to check it. Did I see this in theaters? No, actually, I just saw it at home. No, I
fake fan.
I wasn't. Hey, there was no showing here.
I know it was a small release. It was a very.
There was no showing here at all. But overall, you know, it was an interesting take. I enjoyed it. You know,
art is good, but like compared to like a Pan's Labyrinth, you know, or even like Nightmare
It does.
Alley, something like that.
Yeah.
It's not being like praised the way his other movies have been.
I'm curious how does it compare to other Frankenstein movies, like specifically ones that were like mostly based off of Mary Shelley. So the Kenneth Branagh one.
Oh yeah,
and I'm tempted to say the Boris Karloff one, but like that one wasn't really like based off the book though. So I guess just yeah. And then I don't know if y'all saw I, Frankenstein.
I did. I paid for that movie. Did you pay for that movie?
No, I did not.
Oh, brother. I paid for that, and I paid for that awful McAvoy Daniel Radcliffe one years ago.
I forgot about that one.
Oh, I paid for 2 boo-boo ass Frankenstein movies that I'm not proud of.
That one was written by
Max Landis.
Max Landis, yeah.
I know.
So it's like, because I know he likes to be doing like kind of like different takes on well-known things. So yeah, I gotta check that one out.
That movie would I'm gonna quote Double Toasted. I paid for those movies with my soul because like that was a bit rough. So that was 19. Caught by the Tides. Anyone? Bueller?
Dude, I
did not see this one
film, and I have not seen this film at all.
Okay, this one annoyed the hell out of me because listen, I was very vocal about this is him being one of his worst movies. How the hell did the Phoenician Scheme from Wes Anderson make this movie? No one, bro, saw this movie first off, and no one is talking about this movie whatsoever.
I saw it, and it was cool. You know, it wasn't great. It was cool. You know, and there's a difference.
Right, and this is far from his best. This is far from Isle of Dogs or Mr. Fox or Grand Budapest. Like shit, even Moonrise Kingdom. That's right. Asteroid City is better than this. But like,
no,
I'm sorry.
Asteroid City is way better.
But no one's talking about this movie. So I'm like, wait, you put this over Sinners? Like, what kind of crack are you smoking?
That's
like,
crazy.
I mean,
that must be some good crack.
Yeah, man.
Although I do not condone drug use like that. We do not promote that. Not here.
That's the Call Her Daddy podcast. I'm kidding. All right, number 16. Becoming a guinea fowl. Anyone?
No, I haven't seen it, but I heard this movie is good, and I haven't. People are saying that like the indie film world, you know, that I catch on here and there and everything like that are saying good things about it, but I haven't seen it myself yet. But it's on HBO Max, and I'm gonna check it out whenever I get a chance to.
All right. Okay. All right, keep us posted. Orwell, 2 + 2 = 5. Anybody?
No, it equals 4, dumbass. But no, I haven't seen this movie though. I haven't even heard of it, to be honest.
Bueller? No one? Yeah, you see?
Wait, what does it do with this movie? What's this about?
But this is George Orwell's transformation from a cog and Britain's... Bro, okay, this ain't no sinners. They ain't no sinners. Okay, so that's that. 14, Best Wishes to All. Anyone? Going once?
Nah.
Going twice?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Once again.
I don't make wishes, so no.
I make movies. No, I'm kidding.
Where's he go when in the studio? Bryan Cranston goes, "We don't make films, we make movies.
We make movies.
We make movies." Oh yeah. The 13, Universal Language. Anybody?
No.
Here we go again. Okay, this is crazy. Listen, I like this movie a lot. Probably my favorite Ari Aster movie. I'm not gonna lie to you, but 12 and this over Sinners. Once again, I don't know. No, hell no. What?
Yeah.
like, listen, like I said, this again, I'm on record saying I'm not a huge Ari Aster fan. This movie I liked a lot from him.
Really?
I really did. Because it's berserk bonkers, and I'm like, oh, I'm with this actually. But over Sinners, or even over like stuff like F1, or even stuff over, okay. 11, Peter Huar's Day. Good actor.
Nope.
You know, he was Q, right? He was Q, right, in the last James Bond outing?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Q in Skyfall, Spectre, No Time to Die, Cloud Atlas.
Cloud
He
Atlas,
wasn't
right.
Q in Cloud Atlas, but he was in the movie Cloud Atlas.
He's Paddington the Bear, like, you know.
Oh
like,
shit!
Yo, good.
Ben, what's his name? Winshaw,
Ben,
right?
Wait, that's-
nice,
Winshaw.
nice
Ben
pull.
Winshaw.
Nice pull, Nick. Nice pull. Yeah, Ben Winshaw. Yep, there he is. That's him.
Oh,
But
wow.
again, never heard of it. Okay, Okay, I have heard about this one.
I seen it. I seen it.
Good. Or-
Yeah, it's good. You know, I think it was one of my one-on-ones that I did.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right,
It was
you did.
great.
You did.
Good movie. You know, definitely an Oscar contender and everything like that. But definitely a lot better than Sinners, that's for sure.
But I'll bring my point up later to this, but keep going. Okay, Marty Supreme. We don't.
That's
get,
your boy.
Oh boy.
Everybody, this is Doug's favorite actor. I'm not gonna. When we saw Five Nights at Freddy's the other day, he's like, "Yo, Nick, check out what I got." Chalamet's whole face on his shoulder. I'm telling you guys.
Here you guys go.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
Yeah, I was telling that last night to Victor, who runs cult classes out here, and he's like, "Oh, he loved the movie." I said, "I can't stand him." He goes, "You might change your mind on this one." And I was like, "Hey, listen, I'm a Safdie brother defender, so listen, this is Josh and Ronnie Bronstein, who wrote Good Time and also wrote Uncut Gems. So I heard it's awesome. Heard it's awesome. So I can't wait to see this movie. I think you get it next week, Moses. So you might see it before us because you get it, I think, a couple of weeks. You get to LA. It was LA, New York before we get it, so you might see it before us.
Oh, okay.
I heard it's awesome.
It's always LA, New York. Whenever I see ads about, you know, like films that are coming out in the fall, it's like LA, New York, LA, New York, LA, New York. It's cool, you know, but it's like, you know, like, yo, man, like, you know, Arizona too, you know what I mean? Like,
Dude, I wish, man. I mean, this was screened for critics 2 weeks ago in the Phoenix market, but again, we're not on that A24 list. Not yet.
Dang.
Not yet. One day.
Yep. Yet being the key word.
Yeah, my man. Yet. But I'm hearing though, like, it's very Uncut Gems-esque, and I'm like sold. And even though I can't stand Bitch Boy, I can't wait. I'm excited for it. So that's that.
At least on Al Gai, bro.
That is true. That is true.
Please don't leave.
Listen, Al Gai. I have this on my list. Her movie's crazy. I haven't seen it yet. Her movie's bonkers though.
Really?
I heard it's bonkers.
It's on HBO. It's on
HBO. I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw
I'm
that.
gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out before like the year ends and everything like that. I'm gonna check it out.
I heard this is a wild one. So, but again, the over okay, whatever. I have heard good things about this one. This is No Other Choice.
Yeah.
I think didn't Park Chan Wook who did
Nah, that was you talking about Parasite?
He did Old Boy. I gotta see this movie.
Old Boy. Yeah.
Did he do Snowpiercer also?
That's Bong Joon-ho. That's Bong
Bong
Joon-ho.
Joon-ho.
Okay.
No,
Bong Joon-ho.
I knew Park Chan Wook did Old Boy. That's right.
Y'all have seen Old Boy, right?
Old Boy is fantastic. One of the best movies ever.
I love Spike Lee. I don't blame him for this movie, but
was
the
his fault.
03 Old Boy is better than the 2013.
That is true. Spike got screwed though with the studio interference.
Because I'm like this, like it felt like. Well, I'm not gonna rant about it. Apologize, but
No, the Spike could have been special in the cast involved, but they just
they didn't let him make the movie he wanted to. That's why it was a Spike Lee film,
not a joint.
Notice when you watch it, it doesn't say a Spike Lee film. You feel me?
Damn right.
Open your third eye, everybody.
But I have heard good things about this. Is Homeboy from Squid Game, also.
Yeah, it's great.
G.I. Joe. Yeah, Storm Shadow. G.I. Joe. Yeah, G.I. Joe.
Wait, G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
that's Storm Shadow, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, G.I. Joe, and also he was also in the Max 7 remake with Denzel and Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
The what?
The Max 7.
Magnificent Seven.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever hear the knives and everything? Yeah, that's him. That's him. Good
Wow.
actor. Very good actor.
He's really up there. Wow. Like, I gotta check out more of his work.
Good actor. Okay, so 7, but again, not okay. 6. It was just an accident.
I've heard about this movie. I've heard that it is doing really because it's an international film and
Okay.
everything. But it's cool. But it's not. It's not Sinners. I don't think. It's
Okay.
not Sinners.
You saw this
I
one
think
and you liked it, I thought, right?
I don't know why. I don't know. It's the same thing when it comes down to when you were telling me about when you watched the movie. Um. What was it? One of your favorite films that came out this year.
Oh, Companion.
Companion. It's not really the same thing, but it's just. It
Gotcha.
was just like it was just a nice like movie to just like watch and enjoy because it's like I'm a very much like a nerd when it comes down to films like this, and everything. And I just had a good time and Zoe Deutsch was great, in a film too as well. And it's Richard,
My
Linklater
boy.
film.
My
Good,
boy.
good movie. I definitely
Oh
not
wow.
definitely not over Sinners though, but like it was great. It was great.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it this week. So I want to catch up with it. That's my boy. So I had to watch all his movies. So that's that. I have heard I have heard of Train Dreams. That's
I've seen
Netflix.
it.
Netflix, right?
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, I was able to go check out
It's on. Okay, I gotta
they
check
had
this
a
one
film
out.
independent screening with the cast interview with the cast interview as well. It was cool, great movie. It's very much like have you guys ever seen that movie Tree of Life?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Terrence
yeah.
Malick, right?
It's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, Terrence Malick. It's very much
Oh
in
wow.
that like, world realm and everything like that, where it's very much focused
Okay.
on like nature and growth and all that. And it's very deep. It's very deep, but it's very uh meditating essentially.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
very
I'm
amazing.
out at that. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
I'm,
Train Dreams.
I'm a big Joel Edgerton fan. I'm a big fan. I think he's a super underrated actor. Also, I'm
Very underrated.
also a big
Very
fan of
underrated.
her, Carrie Condon, who was
Oh
was
yeah,
in F1.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Very very underrated. But it was good, a good movie. Not over Sinners though. That's just my opinion. Definitely not over Sinners. Um,
And okay, so good to know. So that was okay. That's Netflix. This one I liked a lot, but I'm sorry, number 3 of the year, Black
I
Bag.
completely forgot about this movie. Damn.
Black Bag. Listen, great film. I called it Black Bag, Knives Out, and Mystery because it felt like it felt like a Knives Out movie. It felt like a Knives Out like
it definitely
Soderbergh.
was right. It felt that way.
Hundred
Yeah,
percent, 100%.
yeah.
If Steven Soderbergh did his Knives Out with this movie, great movie, great movie. David Kep wrote the script. So
Oh hell yeah.
it's a great. Okay, no
Yeah, I
lie.
need that.
I'll be honest. When I first saw it, I fell asleep. But I went back and saw it the next day to review it. So I saw it twice. Regal
Hey.
Pass.
You saw 1.5 times.
I did. And I felt bad. I saw it and I fell asleep and I was like, when I woke up, it was ending. I said, shit, what I missed? And I said, crap. I'm like, damn it. It was like late at night. I was like, all right. So I went back the next day and saw it. So I was full awake, focused. And I'm glad it's a great movie. It's a great movie. But 3, hell to the no. Hell to the no. No, ain't no way. Ain't no way number 3. Great movie though, but no. No, 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 no. You're a fan of this one, right, Moses?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I definitely enjoyed it. I mean, they had the cast was like stacked low key.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, the cast was they had what am I forgetting names from this movie already? They had like Naomi
Naomi Harris?
Naomi Harris was in this movie too as well. They
Pierce
had-
Brosnan.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan, Reggae John Page.
Tom Burke was in it.
Like it was great. It was a good movie. I definitely enjoyed it.
Yep. Black
Yeah.
Bag, great movie, but 3.
But 3, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, this one. Okay, I'm hearing great things about this one. I'll be honest. I think we got invited to see it, but I think it was like 10 a.m. on a Thursday, and I think also I was like Nick was working, and I think I was sleeping probably.
Yeah, I was working. I was working that day. Yeah.
I was like,
No,
I heard,
yeah.
I heard it's really good.
I heard it's good. I heard
No.
it's good, but it's getting people are not watching this movie, and I feel like because bro, this is very much an Oscar bait film, right?
It's
This
Chloe
is
Zhao, yeah.
it's Chloe Zhao and everything. Like just look at the cast and you can just read the freaking synopsis of this movie and you can
It's Spielberg.
tell like Spielberg produced this movie
Yeah,
too as
Spielberg
well,
produced it.
and
Oh wow.
and everything. So it's like it's very much good, but nobody's seeing it in theaters, and I feel like
Hell no.
nobody's seen it in theaters because it's just there's I don't know why, but I'm gonna go see it tomorrow.
Okay.
At
Keep us posted.
Alamo Draft House. and everything. So sometimes I go to Alamo, whenever I get a chance. But yeah.
That's Hamnet. Okay, and then one, which I think a movie that I think we all
Like
big fan of.
this movie could be on the list, but it's still not over Sinners though. I was sorry. It just it wasn't better than Sinners.
I agree.
For me, it's you guys know. For me, it's like Sinners, and then everything else. It's like that's how. But one bad after another, definitely. Up there for me, it's like top 3, top 4. When it comes down to a list of like 20 films. That like. That I think that should be on this list. You know what I mean?
I completely agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
I completely agree. And to circle back to what you said too, Moses, what I have a big issue with is that a lot of these movies are not shown to the mass audiences.
Audiences, right?
I'm sorry. Ain't nobody seeing this right now. And again, if you're a small if you're like where we are now, where we are for us in Phoenix, you're in LA, of course. You have more of a bigger market for independent films, whatever.
Yeah.
People like me and Nick who are in Phoenix, even people who are in like Albuquerque or go to Denver, you go to like I don't know Salt Lake City. None of these movies are being shown. So it's
hey,
like,
deadass. Maybe I'm just like a bad fan. Some of these movies I ain't even fucking heard of until today, bro. So like, a lot of this is a shock.
Best wishes to all. Who? Like, what? Like, come on now, man.
No, it's crazy. It's like it's like it tests your film knowledge, right? A little bit because it's like,
it's like I really gotta fucking branch out.
Am I really a film like
Peter Huhar's day? Fuck his day. I'm sorry, but like, I mean, come on now. Like, what about us? What about
like fucking Peter Huhar?
Yeah, bro.
How do I pronounce that name?
Who? Like, I'm like, again.
I need to get out more, man. Maybe I'm just like watching basic ass fucking movies all the time, dude. You actually, and then what's on your list? Shit, man, like Superman,
Sinners,
maybe Fantastic Four. It was cool.
Come on,
bro, it really,
and it's like that's all I can fucking think of.
Bro, I was when I saw the list, I was like, I have not seen any some of these movies, and I was like, damn, am I not a good
film
movie watcher?
I've seen like 3 trailers of movies from this list, and I think I've only seen like one of the fucking movies. You know bro.
Let's before we move on to our reviews. Hold up. Let's see. Movies. How about let's go back to real quick. Okay, I'm pulling up from 2019. All right, hold up. I don't want ads, man. Kiss my ass.
2019 feels like a fucking lifetime ago, bro.
Okay.
Why you in incognito mode?
I don't know why. I don't know why that. Okay, no, because the ads, my ad pop.
Oh yeah, it do be hella ads.
Okay, here we go. 10. All right, let's go. Irishman. We heard of massive movie. Oh, Hollywood, a massive movie. Tarantino. We all heard of it. Leo, Brad Pitt. Okay, all heard of it. Okay, here we go. Parasite. Everyone heard of this movie. Okay,
yeah.
I've seen 100% of the movies you just fucking showed.
Marriage Story. Everyone heard of it.
Okay, yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Heard of this movie, right?
Heard about that one.
Little Women.
Seen it.
A big movie. Big cast. Seen it. Oh, this movie, World War I, 1917.
Sam
Mendes. Big movie. Saw it. Okay. 7. Jojo Rabbit. Everyone knew Taika Waititi was at the time. Still a big movie. People knew this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 8. Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. That we saw together when it came out. In a packed audience, by the way. May I remind you. 8. 9. Farewell.
My God, this movie.
Great movie. Great movie. Still marketed pretty well. We knew about it before the year ended. Okay, 10. Really? Joker. Interesting. Like, what are we doing here, guys? Come on now. Like, you're picking the most obscure ass movie that was played in probably one theater in like Soho, New York. That all these these hipsters were like, oh, I can't wait for that movie with the one in the woods. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing here, guys? Wait. Prove my point once again. Here we go.
Maybe we just need to do better as film goes. Maybe it's on us, bro.
But we don't.
Maybe.
I'll give you that. But also, we don't get half these movies until like after they're out
to watch. Yeah. That's the part where I definitely understand. It's like it's like some film viewers that really appreciate, like movies and films and everything like that don't have the ability to watch most of these movies that Rolling Stone has listed.
Thank you, Moses.
And
And
you know what I mean?
to y'all's points, sometimes like if I'm just like chilling at the house, like I go on YouTube, I just type in trailer, and like none of those movies popped up. And like I do this like once a week, bro. So like 98% of the movies from the 2025 list, I'm like, okay, I was looking for fucking trailers. I see none of these.
Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, like I'm talking about, like we when we see stuff like Anemone or even The Substance last year, we do our best to promote this movie, so we talk about it whatever as we can. But sometimes they don't do well, unfortunately. That's the name of the business. Okay, once again, proving my points again. So this 2018, was a big year for movies. Roma. Everyone knew about Roma because it was talk of the town that year. Netflix's biggest movie whatever at that year, whatever. Roma, okay, sure. Stars Born, movie I absolutely adore. I love this movie so much. Everyone's talking about it. This movie was beaten by Venom, but it was still number 2 that weekend. It made a ton of money and won best song. That's again. Everyone was singing "Shallow" that year on karaoke or any party or any drunk bar at Mill Avenue or Old Town Sagasa out here. This movie was the zeitgeist. Heard about it. Black Panther.
Gotta say nothing else, bro.
A phenomenon.
That movie is definitely a phenomenon. Sure.
Interesting. I mean, who didn't see Black Panther that year? No one. Everyone saw that movie that year. That's 3. The 4th, the Favo You Rights. Still, people were talking about this movie. Yeah,
heard about that one.
Heard about it. Yeah,
people were talking about it. It was still in the zeitgeist. Okay, cool. Knew about it. Spike Lee's probably one of his best movies in a long time. Black Klansman. Phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie. People were talking about it. People were talking about it. Huge. Did very well. Won him an Oscar. Great, fantastic movie. The movie's great. One of Spike Lee's best, if you ask me. Movie that you love, Moses.
And Beale Street can talk.
Movie that you love, that you were championing since it came out and we were in college.
I still champion this movie I would champion until the day that I'm not on this planet Earth anymore. Yeah, it was a great film. It got nominated as well. Regina King won Best Actress, for this film, and a lot of nomination came out from this movie as well when it comes down to like best original score and everything. And it was loved by the indies and also indie film nerds like myself, and also by the huge critics in the world of cinema.
And guess what? And it was talked about. People were talking about this movie. It was still in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
7. Not a fan of this movie personally, but
again, it's a great movie. I enjoyed it.
I'm jealous. I love Damien Chazelle. I really do. Again, filmed real well from IMAX camera. Spielberg produced it. I respect it. Filmed again, definitely a well-made movie. But again, we knew about it. We all knew about this movie.
Yeah,
we all knew about this movie. When we saw Mission Impossible, they showed the trailer before this movie. That trailer was shown a lot that summer. We knew about it. First Reformed. I knew about this one, Joe.
Okay, this movie because wasn't okay. There was like another Ethan Hawke movie came out like around this time, I think. But no, I'm familiar with that one.
Okay, this one was talked about a little bit. I think one of our professors talked about it, whatever. So I knew about it from that. So again, but still, okay, this one that'll give that. This one was not as well, but still, I knew what it was.
Yeah,
eighth grade. I think they came to ASU and screened it.
That was Bo Burnham's movie,
sir.
Right? Didn't he direct it? Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. People talk. This movie also played at the Harkins on Mill Avenue. That's still kind of closed. That was played there. So again, it was still we knew about it somehow. We knew about it to a degree.
Yeah,
we still knew about it. We still talked about Green Book. Everyone talked about Green Book that year. Everyone knew what it was. The trailer was being shown.
Even if you hated it or not, you still knew about it.
Knew about it, and it got commercially second Oscar. Everyone knew about Green Book. Whatever. 11 Vice. Oh my gosh. Adam McKay, Christian Bale getting all that way to play Dick Cheney. Everyone was talking about this movie. Everyone. It was people knew about it. It was talk. It was a talk. People had discussion about it.
Yeah.
Burning. This one. Okay. This is where I'll get that 12. Burning.
Hey, first for me.
I seen this movie. I thought it was great, but I don't think everybody's seen it, but it was good.
Yeah. Again, man, I'll add it to my list. But again, this one I'm okay. That'll give. But one out of 12 so far.
Yeah.
Widows, movie that I was championing when I saw it at the AMC on Mill Avenue on a matinee. It was just my ass in that theater. No one else was there. I was like, where's everyone at? And this movie ate shit, because what I said before the podcast, because when Disney bought Fox, they buried this movie and El Royale at the same time. They're like, "Now we good." Fantastic
Bro, they
movie.
did. They buried Ariel, bro. That was like, bro. We want to go see that.
We saw it we saw it at the 3 week before it came out at a screening at through ASU. Remember that? We were like, "Movie's great."
Yeah, bro.
AMC. That's right.
It was great. It was great, Brian. It was
we were
a
hyping
good ass
this movie
movie,
up.
bro. It was like, I don't know, man. It was like one of my. I wanted to make a movie like that when that movie came out. I was like, I need to make a movie like this. You know. Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it. You know.
And we were championing that movie because we saw it early. Like, you guys see this movie, whatever. And there were Widows and El Royale got the shit end of the stick was when Disney bought Fox, they put no marketing into these movies, which is a shame. Still, knew about it. 14. Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse. Look at that. Everyone, if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you're an animation fan, Marvel fan, Post Malone fan, or Sway Lee fan, everyone was talking about this movie. Everyone was talking about Spider-Verse when it came out. That song was the song of that year, of Sunflower. I mean, everyone knew about this movie. And again, look at that too. Two superhero films on the list. And look at this year, none. Look at that. Look at that. None.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
2.
That's wild, right?
2. Spider-Verse. The writer, I think that's also Chloe Zhao ones. I remember seeing trailers for this when this came out. So I don't know about you guys, but I remember seeing marketing for this. So I'll give it that much.
Yeah. I don't think I heard about this one.
It was good. I remember watching it during COVID. It was good. Didn't love it. I'm not a huge fan of Chloe Zhao movies personally, but it was still well made. It was still well made.
I've seen it. I would put it in my list. You know, put it on my list.
You knew about it. Oh, Hereditary. Every horror person that year talking about Hereditary. Every A24.
Changed my life.
Everyone, bro. Everyone. For the most part, people knew about Hereditary. Who was Ari Aster? Tony Collette got a lot of attention for it. The Wolf brother also got attention for it. People were talking about Hereditary. It was in the zeitgeist. Okay, 17, Cold War.
I seen it. I seen that movie. I seen this movie. I think it got a few nominations at the Oscars that year too as well. It's a great film. Okay. You know, it was very, you know, it was buried. You know, I didn't see it when it came out. I didn't see it when it came out. I literally just seen it like a few years ago or whatever. But it's a great film. You know, I definitely enjoyed it. I did research on it, and I realized that, damn, this movie did really, really well when it came down to the award seasons, you know, during that year. But, you know, it was the talk of the town when it came out for like the indie darlings. Okay. You know, that the love, you know, indie films like this. It's also international film too as well. So that's probably the reason why it wasn't, you know, talked a lot in the US. So
fair enough, but and to your point, I have heard about it now, but again, 2 films that I didn't know out of 17 though.
That's great.
Compared to this year, like what? Okay, this one, yes, about Battle of Buster Scruggs. It was Coen Brothers one. This one was on Netflix for a couple of weeks when it came out. A lot of talk, the whole different chapters, different stories. This one definitely was in the zeitgeist too. I think it also got like best song nomination that year, or whatever. Movie that, you know, I remember texting you guys after I saw it. I was like, it was cool. It was alright. But you know, I was like, yeah, it was fine. But again, everyone was talking about this movie, and it got him the Oscar. Everyone was talking about Bohemian Rhapsody. I wasn't a big fan of the movie personally, but people were talking about it. It was a hit. And then this one too, a documentary, a phenomenal documentary about Mr. Rogers. I remember when we were in junior year of college, all our professors were like, "You gotta see this movie. It's so good. It's the best documentary." Da da da. So again, well-known movies that were out of 20. What we said 2, we probably like unsure about for the most part. Out of 20, that was 2018. And this year we got what, a few out of 20. Like I don't get it, guys. Like I don't get it. Like people are seeing the most obscure ass movie, and it's like to your point. We do this show because we want to spread the word about all things, you know, movies, TV, what we're watching, of course, too. But these movies that on that 20 list, it's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's you know, and it's like, you know, for us, it's like, you know, we watch a lot of movies.
We do.
Right? We watch a lot of movies, and it kind of I don't know. There's like a little thing that where it's like you see Rolling Stones, and it's like, wait a minute, like we have a podcast where we talk about movies, and we didn't see some of these movies, and it makes you feel a little differently. But
Yeah.
overall, we're lucky knowing that this wasn't the only, this wasn't like the only like news outlet and everything like that, or
No.
like Variety and other outlets too as well. They also post out their own top 20 films that came out this year, and when you look at those, it's like, oh yeah, I watch all these movies. But Rolling Stone, like, yeah, we're gonna change it up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, like for real, it's like what you're trying to be like. Oh, look at us. We're trying to be like, trying to be like out.
We're prestige.
We're prestige.
Nah.
It's like, yo, you kiss my ass with
No,
this.
y'all
Like,
motherfuckers trying to be different.
yeah, yeah, for real. It's like,
It's
man,
like,
kiss my
and
ass.
for what?
Man, yeah, trying to be like, oh, look at us, look how hip and cool we are, man. Fuck off, man. Like, kiss my ass. Like, I just no, yeah. So anyway, that was my thing. I was kind of like, and people on like people on Twitter and people on social media were like, this list is boo boo AF. Like, this list is trash because it's like, what are y'all talking about? And again, too, I think if we did our collective list, we would put F1 would be on here for sure. I would think, I think up for us, even one battle, caught stealing might be on that list, I think too, to a degree. Like, I feel like
Still on there.
I think we would have a very collective list because we do see everything, whether it's early or not. We do our best to see everything when we can, and it's like, I don't know. This to me was very kind of just like, oh, we're gonna show them we're to your point, we're different. It's like, man,
Like it does kind of seem like in the other two lists, the movies were just more mainstream.
Yeah,
The list for this one, it seemed like it wasn't like as many mainstream movies, so maybe like that's why.
true. And I think also too is that you have to, but at the end though, it's like you have to. Me personally, I think at times you got to think about movies that have to be accessible to the everyday audience.
Yeah.
To the everyday audience, like what will be playing in over 2,000 screens at least. I feel like if you pick movies that were played in 5 theaters, maybe three in New York and 2 in LA, it's like, what about people who aren't in the big cities? What about people in South Dakota or
Yeah.
people in somewhere maybe in Delaware, somewhere in random Utah or whatever, or random Oregon? It's like, I think you're picking films that only quote unquote top tier maybe critics or elites reviewers are seeing them, where you're missing it. I think you're also isolating a big part of the major audiences that do go to movies like Wicked and Fantastic Four and Superman and F1 and Weapons and all that kind of stuff. It's like, I feel like you don't want to isolate their movies too, because people are like, well, and also too is that, hey, I want to see that movie about In the Woods, what it was called, whatever, but I can't. Again, I'm not in a studio apartment in Soho, New York, or Manhattan, New York. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
the most like randomest movies that are being shown the most like art. Again, and I love art house theaters. I support indie theaters with a passion. I grew up going to those when I was a kid. I will always support indie theaters. I'm sad they're closing down, but again, I still think that's like you're missing a bigger picture of movies that were shown by the vast majority or audiences, or
Yeah.
at film festivals too. It's like,
I think
you know,
I think it's also. I mean, this is one thing that I'm like, okay, I definitely understand, right? Because it's like these are not our list. These are not, Variety or the Hollywood Reporter or Film Independent or any other outlets or whatever it is. It's Rolling Stone and the people that worked at Rolling Stone that they watched
who have access to those movies.
access to those movies, right?
Yeah.
And everything, which I definitely which I'm like, okay, I understand that, and that's totally fair. And I don't think they knew that when they put this out that they would get so much, backlash, because it's like, when you have big outlets that put out things like this, right? I even though they know that these are our top, not your top, you're kind of speaking to like the general,
Yeah.
audience by saying, hey, these are the movies that that we think are the best ones that came out this year, even though it's only our opinion, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, but I've probably seen like 10 out of the 20 films on that list, or maybe even 9, which is like
Shit, more than me.
Compared to the other ones, like that was, I feel like it was just like, to me, seeing how, I mean, to your point, great, more mainstream, but also again, I think those movies, I think what, to your point earlier too, Moses, I think another thing I've noticed too is that those maybe those indie movies might have been more accessible pre-COVID, and now post-COVID, unless you're on a streaming service or in over 2,000 theaters, no one's seeing these movies. Like, no one's
no,
seeing these movies.
and probably, if this was back in like 2019, right, where everybody's still going out to see movies, and I mean everybody,
Everyone.
right? Maybe these movies would have been, it would have been, like marketed better to where we would be like, oh, okay, we definitely seen this. Maybe we seen that. We didn't probably see that. We've seen that though, but it didn't. I don't know. It didn't work out that way. So
I don't know. I'm with you. I think the marketing could have been. I think to your point. I think, but even the
they
one.
didn't have a movie, bro. They didn't have companionship.
That's it. Hey, trust me. I'm probably the only person they should have companion in their number 1 or top 5. Let's be real here. Again, to your point though, that's why I do love about our movies, that we definitely will have a different list. You're right. I respect this list because it's different. However, what I lose points though is that, again, it's like you're also, again, it's a very niche list to very, like I said, elite critics who have access to these movies.
Access to these movies. That's the part where I'm just like, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
When we went to South by, we saw a lot of films that, again, we saw the big ones, also the small ones too.
Yeah.
But we saw the small ones too, and right, we had access to those movies, and you're absolutely right. But I'll be real though. I do think though you gotta, people who love movies. It's like, well, this is a movie that no one heard about. It's like, well, what happened to the day of, like, right, marketing is a big part of it, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. I do think this was a bit isolated from other lists and other movies, because I feel like now we're just
no. One thing that I get what you're saying is that, even though it's their list, it feels isolating to the general public who also watch a lot of movies too as well.
That part, yes.
That are like, wait a minute, like, yes. What are you talking about right now? I know yes. These are probably great films.
100%.
But it's like, we didn't have access to any of these movies to see, to give an opinion to your list, And the number 1 movie that everybody probably saw this year are still Saint Sinners. So yeah. Where are we? Are we on the wrong here? Not saying on the wrong, but it's like, are we chopped? No,
are we cooked?
Are we cooked? Are we unk? No, I'm kidding.
It's true though, man. It's true, and I don't know. It's this direction that they went in, to me, is very. I'll say this much: I hope it's not the sign of the times of, like, we're gonna reward movies that no one's heard about, because it's like, well, we do want to support movies that everyone's talking. Yeah, I guess the mainstream ones, of course, too, and not so mainstream ones. That's why we review a lot of stuff on here.
Yeah.
I was very surprised last year when we did our review of The Substance, and me and Nick were like, great movie, and it didn't really do well, but it got Oscar nominations. We were like, well, shit. We were like, well, wow. Yeah. That's awesome, because the little film that we both enjoyed a lot, that we knew nothing about, women into it, we were raving about this movie to get word about it, and it became a moment to a degree, and it got an Oscar nomination for sure. And again, even with Nora was a very small movie, but it grew, and went wide, and it just became the best picture, whatever. Parasite, yeah. Small film, but it grew, and won best picture. It's like, I feel like a lot of these movies that aren't well received have legs, or they get a wider release. These movies, to me, were probably playing in maybe no more than 10 theaters in a very elitist, or a very film critic, environment that only
one thing. Yeah, one thing probably is, I know we got to probably move on soon to reviews and everything like that. One thing that I want to say is that they probably, if they wanted clickbait, if they wanted our attention, they got it. They had it.
They did.
They did, because no way you don't have Sinners up there or any of the films. It's like, it's crazy. But
maybe they're fucking like rage baiting.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it worked. It worked.
We're talking about it. We're talking about it.
We're talking about it on the podcast. It's like we're talking about it, and I'm pretty sure you have other, podcast shows that are about filmmaking, that are about watching movies, that are also talking about this review too as well. And it's like, yep, and I even reposted it on Twitter, and everything like that. I was like, I can't take y'all seriously if you don't have, Sinners up here, whatever.
It's true.
But yeah. Anyways.
That's that. So I'm glad we talked about it, because people are talking about it on social media and the discourse. So that's that. All right, Moses, because you saw it before us and you had access to this movie before we did. Speaking full circle, you saw the third installment in the Knives Out trilogy, or franchise now, which is Wake Up a Dead Man.
Yeah.
So real quick, Detective Benoit Blanc, played by Daniel Craig, shifts through a series of suspects when a Montessor turns up dead. All right. What is your, again, non-spoiler, quick thoughts and review of Wake Up a Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, in terms of like, if I had to rate between the first one and second one and the third one, which is this one right here, I would rate this as top three. I mean, as number three. You know what I mean? I would rate the second one as my number one.
Really?
I love that movie. Glass Onion was great. It was interesting. It had very interesting lyrics for me, for my own opinion, and also I loved the first one, which is my second favorite, and then this one. I know I probably have to watch this movie again to like maybe fall in love with it a little bit more, because the characters were interesting to me, but it was very much where it's like you knew who. You knew who was the person that, who did it, but overall, the director did a good job of always shifting the story, towards something else, always making you look a different way or look somewhere else and everything like that. But overall, it was fun. It's like I said, I gotta watch this again, because I told Nick and Doug this, that I fell asleep for like a few minutes. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this.
No shame, man. Honesty, man. It's honesty. Hey, man. Honest the better,
But yeah, I mean, the cast was great. The cast was great. I really enjoyed the cast. I think this is probably one of like the better like casts it had out of like the three, because it's like when you look at the cast, it's like it's like it's loaded with it compares to like the first one a little bit, but I would say when it comes down to the ensemble, I would say this one takes it out of the park, because they have everybody. They have speaking about Kerry Washington, she did an amazing job in this movie. She did an amazing job. And there was this gentleman over here in this corner, actually, right next to the other one.
Right next to Mila Kunis?
Yeah, next to Mila Kunis. He was probably my most favorite one in this film. He was very interesting.
I don't recognize him.
He was
Twisters, right?
He was in Twisters.
He dies in Twisters the first 10 minutes. He dies in Twister.
Like I remember someone died in the first 10 minutes, but like it's kind of okay. Got you.
He dies in the very first 10 minutes and everything like that, But it was interesting, He was very much. You can tell he had like, energy. He had like the most energy in the film, and people laughed during like the moments whenever he would come on screen and everything like that, which is great. Had a few chuckles as well. And I would say like the person that carried this movie, is probably, forgetting his name, Connor.
Josh O'Connor.
Josh O'Connor. He definitely
Oh,
carried
really?
this film.
I've
Yeah,
heard that. I have heard
Okay.
that. I have
he,
heard
he
that.
he carried this movie out from the beginning all the way until the end. And I'm being like completely honest with you on that. Danny Craig was great too as well. He had his few moments here and there, but um, yeah, that's just my take. What's funny, Doug? Sorry, I
No,
catch you laughing.
a lot of things. I always laugh when I hear. I say. I always laugh at his foghorn leghorn. I watched the first one that last week on Thanksgiving. I love that first one. Because the first one I remember seeing it, I was like, this is gonna be ass, and I was like, this movie's fantastic. I think this movie's great. But I'm laughing too. 'Cause it sounds kind of like how he's kind of playing like the quote unquote Ana de Armas type in the first one. Because remember, she was the one that kind of stole the show in that one. It sounds like for this one is that O'Connor kind of steals the show in this one. Kind of like he's kind of playing like, or even how like Janelle Monáe kind of stole the show in the last one. It's kind of like there's always that one kind of like, I don't say sidekick, but kind of that one character that kind of steals the show from everybody.
Yeah, 100%. There are some similarities, 100%, when it comes down to the third one and also to the first one. It's like when you watch this one, you'll be like, wow, there's actually like some really good similarities when it comes down to like, the story and where they're going with it a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, I had a good time overall. I think that when it comes down to the award season and everything like that, I think you're gonna have a lot of, nominations for this film. You're gonna have a lot of those. And I gotta say, Glenn Close was shoot, she was great. She was great. She was great. In this movie too as well. I don't know where she's in the thing, but she had a monologue in this film that I won't spoil or anything like that. That really like got me like really like in tune. I was really like locked in because it was very scary. Even though the monologue wasn't scary at all, anything like that, but the way she performs her acting and everything like that was great. It was amazing, and yeah, I wish that I wish Kaylee. I'm always forgetting her.
Spaney.
Yeah, Kaylee Spaney. I wish there was more of her in this movie. I wish there was more. She was here and there and everything like that, which is great. But I think she probably had the less screen time out of everybody in the film, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I had a good time. I had a great time. It's definitely more. It's definitely darker. It's definitely.
I
Darker.
like that.
I've heard that too.
I like my movies dark.
It's definitely darker. It's like what? That's crazy. You damn. All right.
I have heard that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have, man. That's all I have for the review.
Well,
I know I have to watch it again, to have a clear opinion or whatever.
I think comes out next Friday, so I think what's on Netflix, we can all watch it again and then do like a spoiler discussion on it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna try to see if I can find time to see it. The one theater it's playing up north here, but yeah, I'm gonna try. But as out of 10, what would you give that out of 10?
Out of 10, I mean, I would give it probably I would give it a 7.5 or
Okay.
yeah,
Solid.
7.5. Yeah, yeah. Out of 10, I think that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a good time. The locations were great too as well. Like the cinematography, the production value was great. It's like I know this movie wasn't shot on film. I don't think it was, but it's like gorgeous, man.
He shifted to from film to digital after Star Wars. He said Rian Johnson was on record. He's saying that he was going to shoot it on film. The first Knives Out on film, but it was way cheaper for him to shoot it on digital. So
yeah, I don't know how he did it. But it literally looks like it's shot on film. All his Knives Out movie that you watch, it's like, did he shoot this on film? It's like, no, it's all digital, and it's like wild. It's why it looks gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, anyways, that's it.
No,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, thanks for reviewing it. Because I'm curious to see how this one is. Because I'm hearing out of Tiff how to your point, it's the darkest one. Yeah, this one is gonna be like it's very different than the other two, and I was like, cool, because I like the first one a lot. 2, I was kind of like about, but this one I'm looking forward to seeing how they what he does with this one. And I was kind of hoping
it's super comedic. He's very he's very very comedic in this film too as well. Like the very first opening, freaking 10 minutes, it's like you start cracking up because it says some outlandish things, and it's like he's a priest. It's like you're a priest. Why are you saying all this thing? It's like by his character.
What a good year for him too. He had weapons, this, and running.
Oh yeah,
good for him.
Yeah. Great year for this dude.
Good for him. I was always kind of hoping to. On this, I was hoping that he would do kind of like a Knives Out like ensemble, like all-star, like hey, bring back Jimmy Lee Curtis from the first one, like kind of make a fourth film with like Janelle Monáe from the second one, have them like do like one where they all kind of like meet whatever, That'll
be really cool. That'll be really cool.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be really cool. You know what's crazy? I've heard that. Have you seen the show, The White Lotus?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard that they're also trying to do the same thing.
That was my pitch years ago. I was saying that they should bring back certain people from each season and bring them into one kind of like El Royale kind of thing,
Yeah.
That would be cool. I think you can do that with White Lotus to your point, and also with Knives Out. You can definitely bring
as well, 100%.
Bring back fan favorites again, because they brought back Jennifer Coolidge for the first 2 seasons. Like she was the one
they
recurring, and then they brought back the oh my gosh, she was the
I know you're talking about
Rothwell. Oh my gosh.
What the fuck? Oh, she's right there. Natasha Rothwell.
Right.
Yeah, Natasha Rothwell. She's right there.
She was in the first season, brought back in the third one. Like, you can bring them back. I feel like you can definitely like bring them back because I remember that person. It's you kind of have the investment with these characters. It's like
cool. She was great in the third one. She was great in the third one.
She had more to do. She had way more to do.
Way more to do.
So, it'd be cool. I like when they kind of like intersect or kind of like bridge kind of the gap between like different stories with the same character. I love shit like that. So
that's great. She's 45. Wow, I thought she was like younger than that. Wow, that's cool.
And she was funny as hell in Wild 'N Out back in the day. She was funny as fuck.
She was on Wild 'N Out?
Yeah, I think she was in the King Batch. The King Batch season, and she was funny, bro. She said some like nowadays you can't say anymore, but she said some things that had me in stitches, bro. And I was like, yo, she was funny as hell in Wild 'N Out. Like I remember she said some pretty like she went after King Batch a lot. Oh, bro, it was fucking hilarious. It was she stole the show from me in Wild 'N Out. She was a funny cast member for a while. She was funny as hell. All right, so speaking of scary bad, slight tease, not a movie. Us last night at the screening. It was fun. There's Seth, there's Victor, there's Sabina, there's Nino, there's Isaac, and there's me, and there's Nick. And this is probably the best part of the night was this picture. I'll tease that much. So let's get into this review that I'm kind of dreading, but here we go. And this is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. All right, here we go. 1 year has passed since the supernatural nightmare at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Former security guard Mike has kept the truth from his 11-year-old sister Abby concerning the fate of her animatronic friends. When Abby sneaks out to reconnect with Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, she sets into motion a terrifying series of events that reveal dark secrets about the true origin of Freddy's. That is a better synopsis than the actual movie. But Nick, my friend, you first. Non-spoiler, of course, unfortunately.
So
go ahead, the floor is yours.
I'm gonna, for me, non-spoiler, Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. Like, I was I don't know much of the lore. I've seen a little bit of the gameplay. I saw the first one, and so going into this one, it's like I was pretty hyped for it. I was excited, but the movie's going on, and it got a couple of chuckles out of me, but it wasn't scary like I thought it was going to be. It felt very watered down, and also I don't know why, like in my head I'm expecting it to be like a rated R like horror comedy kind of, you know what I mean? But there was there was a certain kill in the movie, like just based off that kill alone, I was like, this movie's PG-13. You know what I mean? Like I felt like they didn't really take it there with the horror, the violence and stuff like that. And it just felt kind of flat to me. They introduced a couple of new characters with it was cool. They added to the backstory of Elizabeth Lail's character a little bit. I'm like, that was kind of interesting, but it just kind of felt like it felt like the movie like meandered a little bit.
Great word.
You know what I'm like? Because it felt like I was like waiting for like the big twist, the big reveal, like whatever, and then the movie was just kind of like it just stopped basically. And the note that it ended on, like it was cool. Like I'm like, okay, cool. Like yeah, I want to see what comes next, but it's because I feel like y'all didn't finish the fucking movie. Like it felt like it ended like a fucking like season finale to like a TV show or something like that. It had a mid credit sequence which like it was cool or whatever. Like it was cool, but it was just set up. So it's like, okay, like yeah, and I don't want to spoil nothing, but yeah, it was just like I felt like the whole movie was just like I felt like the first like 1.5 acts of what the movie should have been. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's like y'all set some shit up from the last movie, and then in this movie you set some more shit up, but you didn't, in my opinion, pay off what you set up in part one. So this whole movie, it just kind of felt like I'm just like waiting for the thing to happen. But yeah, like it's if you're into that sort of thing, like fuck it, go see it. It didn't blow my socks off, and I really really like when movies can blow my socks off. So yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, shit. I'm gonna keep it on theme with the title of the movie. Out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 5. Yeah, but you know what? There was one standout actor. I don't know what his name is. Doug, scroll up a little bit. Scroll down slowly. Keep going. There was like one dude where he was one of the newer characters, and like this dude, I was like, yeah, him right there, right where it's like number 2. Yeah,
Freddy Carter.
His name is Freddy.
Freddy.
Okay,
That's hilarious.
See, now I know why he was high. But no, like dead ass. Like I'm a comic book guy, so I always got to take it there. Like this dude, like he was actually pretty fucking creepy.
So creepy.
If they haven't casted the Joker for the DCU, like this right here, Freddy Carter, man, like just he had that look. He had that Joker look. You just got to put like the green hair and the white makeup on him, and yeah. But even his character, like towards the end, I was kind of like, ugh, so what? No disrespect to the actor, but just kind of like how they handled the character at the end. It was just like it just felt like set up, and then the movie just ended. Nah, just 5 out of 10 for me, bro.
Again, I'm gonna say this again. I'm on record saying I was on the biggest fan of the first one. I maybe played the game once, if not twice. I'm not a fan of this game. I think there's an audience for this game and for this movie. I'll give it that much. But I thought the first one was like, you can tell that it was poorly directed, poorly acted, and a terrible script. And I remember sitting there when we saw it at the press screening years ago, and I was just like, "Oh, this movie is bad. It's like you." I praised the first one because of how the production design and the animatronics that were made by the Jim Henson Creature Shop. And I tell you what, you could definitely tell that these look better in the first one than the second one. Like, you definitely tell, like, either they didn't hire the Jim Henson Creature Shop for this one because the aesthetic looked much better in the first one than it did this new one. But I remember walking out, I'm like, this was not for me. But again, that first one made so much money, despite also being put on Peacock the same day too. That movie, again, it was Blumhouse budget. It was modestly budget for, of course, Blumhouse. and it made so much money. And I was talking to people who love the game, who actually like the movie. And granted, I think if you're a diehard fan of this franchise and game, you will probably like these movies. Us, hell to the no, fuck no. And I put and this is what I put yesterday on my tweet, on my reaction. I said, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a massive no for me, dog, even more than the first film. I've never professionally called a movie ass before, but for the first time, I will because this movie is straight ass. Terrible performances, unfunny with an awful script. Blumhouse, you're better than this. Bro, I got fucking lit up, bro. I got fucking lit up in the comments today, bro. This guy was talking about like how thinking these movies are made for him. Casual movie for funniest part, straight ass. I thought it was one battle. I don't know it was masterpiece. I never said that first off. And
it was better than this movie though.
Yeah, you damn right. And then he put
wait, no, because I was like film is subjective. You didn't like one battle, bro?
Oh, neither did someone else we knew. I didn't get it. You know, we're like, what's their? Okay, we're like, okay, brother.
Wait, who said that?
I'll give you a hint. He's at my party. He's at my party, and he lives in Scottsdale.
Hell no. Nah. Of course you didn't get it, motherfucker.
Yeah, surprised. I don't understand it. I said, what? Okay, man.
Did you watch it?
You watch it? And there was another guy. He took it down. He took it down. There's some guy who was like, yeah, look, he has fucking Brad Pitt and Leo in his header. Fucking fake cinephile. I was like, okay, bro. And I was just like, I laughed. I'm like, you know what? I can't even win with you guys. Win with y'all. Whatever. Hey, but my tweet's doing pretty well. Almost 8,000 views. So I'll take it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this movie again. To quote myself again, in our reaction yesterday too. Nino said it. I said it too. This movie is ass. I can't.
Boring. Like it was just
so
it was
boring.
flat.
So boring.
Flat like an ironing board, bro.
You could tell. Everyone who was not in the first two rows where we sat for, so when we go to these screenings, the middle two rows are saved for press and people in the media. And last night it was you, myself, our friend Seth, critic, Nino, critic, our friend Alexis, who was there as his guest. And then at the very end, it was Isaac. And poor Isaac, our friend Isaac had this awful story where I felt so bad. He felt so bad. These two women, bro, next to him were like diehard fans. They were talking the entire movie, and every reference they would go, "Oh my God, it's that." Not how Avengers Endgame, you get hyped because it's Endgame or it's Spider-Man No Way Home or whatever. But like, you're like, it's a paper, and like poor Isaac had to move out of the press section, and people were like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." And he said, "Hey, can you please stop talking, whatever, or stop doing that?" They kept doing it full on. They kept going, kept going. And they're sitting in a press section too, or friends of the media section, which is crazy. But you could tell last night, everyone who wasn't in the media, well, for the most part, in the media section, who were fans of this franchise, they would go, "Oh," some character would be like, "My name is XYZ," and they go, "Oh,
yeah,"
they go crazy, or like they were trying to light on like a paper, and they go, "Oh, did you?" They're going like they were like having like a seizure. They're going crazy.
That's crazy.
And I was like,
foaming at the mouth, bro.
I was like, what? But you could definitely tell it. And I'm just like, and I sat there and I was like, these movies are made for people who just love the game, and that's fine. There's an audience for it. I respect that.
It does make me want to like play it or like watch the gameplay though, because otherwise I'm like, nah, I don't get it, bro.
But I think as a movie where we're judging it on, it's a very bad movie. Like I'm sorry, like this actress, her name again, she.
Oh, Elizabeth Leo.
Thank you. Her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, she cannot act. And there's times where like she would like that like the whole time it's like what am I doing here? There's a weird scene with her at a spin class that ends with her playing on a gun randomly on a guy. And I was laughing. This our friend said like, "What are you laughing?" I'm like, I was laughing how bad this movie is. This movie is laughably bad. So I kept laughing. I'm like, oh, like there were certain shots or certain people and certain dialogue where I was like, who approved this? This is a $36 million budget movie. Who got final say on this movie? Because I'm like, I have notes, and I kept doing this. Where I was laughing because I was like, Wayne Knight's in this movie too. Plays the science teacher who is listen, Wayne Knight, obviously Seinfeld and Space Jam and Toy Story, and Jurassic Park, of course. Even he's acting so absurd and overacting in this movie.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but it was kind of like, I don't know, man.
like over like a science fair thing. You're like, who the fuck cares?
Like his character was funny, but like he was an asshole though. But I think that's why the character was so funny.
I'll give you that. And there is some good karma that I said from Toy Story 2 that karma's a bitch. So like, I'll leave it at that much. But it's just, this movie was, you can tell, like, in the director who made the first one too. I don't want to shit on her, but like, you could tell, like, she doesn't know how to direct actors, or you can tell that she was miscast for this job as a director for these movies.
What else has she done?
The Wind, Blood Moon,
nah,
Delivered. The Left Right Game, a podcast series. Election Day, London Across America, Fair Chase.
Shit I ain't heard of, bro. Not that invalidates her career as a director or as a filmmaker. It's just I've only seen her Five Nights at Freddy's movies.
But hey, I want to say something before this is like it's not really breaking news, but basically, Netflix has won like the bidding war for Warner Brothers, and it's kind of entering now, exclusive talks to basically own it, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
I don't completely know how I feel about that, but I am intrigued.
All right. Let me.
Maybe I'm reading something wrong, but it's I see on the wrap here.
I see it too. Okay. Let me finish this real quick. Then we'll switch that real quick.
Yeah.
I'll say this much. I mean, I was sitting there, like, again, I said, I was frustratingly annoyed because of how bad this movie was. But I had a good laugh, though. I kept laughing how bad this movie was because, again, there is some horrific dialogue in this. Is that Jason Blum? Come on, bro. You're better than this, bro. Come on. You're better than this, bro.
I almost said a super bad.
Oh, Megan Fox plays the duck Chica.
Megan Fox in this movie?
Bro, Megan Fox plays the voice.
When you told me that, I was like, no, but I could play Chica.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I get Megan? Like, I don't know if she's gonna have like a bigger part in like a future potential movie that if they try to make one, I don't know, but
But what was weird is because in the first movie, sorry, spoil for the first movie, my apologies, they don't talk in the first movie. They don't talk. But in this one, they talk. Like, they all have voices. That's like, wait,
okay, because I was kind of wondering about that. I gotta watch the first one again, bro.
She talks, and I was like, oh, it's Megan Fox, and I whispered this to Nick. I said, "Yo, man, why is she kind of thick?"
That's crazy.
Oh, like, you need to get out more, bro.
I was making jokes because we're making jokes. Him and I were making jokes the entire movie because the movie was bad. And our friend Nino was 2 seats down from us, and he kept looking at us like, "Are y'all for real?" Because he despised this movie too. And we were walking out like we were all again. It was myself, Nino, Isaac, Nick, our friend Alexis, and all of us were like, this movie was terrible. Like the group of us walked out as a collective. We were like
we was kind of like awestruck at just how like mediocre this movie was. I think because we was kind of like, God damn, like I'm trying to think of something nice to say about it. I just can't.
I really can't because even the side characters, like his buddy who like helped him over to paint the house, he was there for like a few kind of funny, corny ass jokes. Oh, she has crazy eyes. And it was just like, okay, bro, like
was he this movie?
Remember his buddy that came over to help him paint the house in the beginning?
No, I'm saying like what was in the first one? Because I remember
I don't think so.
Hutchinson had like a friend or coworker who he was like doing the first one.
Maybe actually.
And this second one though, like it just I kind of felt like it was weird. Like I feel like he either should have been in it at all or he should have been more involved in it, even if he was just kind of like the comic relief for these situations. Like maybe he's having like like the funny reactions and shit like that, but
it was just like he was when he pops up randomly at the very end, you're like, oh, okay, like there he is. You're right. He was. Good call, Nick.
He was in Sinners.
Even Sinners. He's the bouncer. And you're right. You're right, Nick.
What?
You're right.
I thought that
Wow,
was
good
Omar
call.
Miller.
My apologies. You were right, my friend. You're right. He was
No,
the first
just
one.
because I'm like, y'all are
Wow, I don't remember that.
interacting as if he, as if like there was like some previous friendship. So, but like I could not like remember him, and I'm like, I couldn't tell like
you're
at
right.
first like I was
That's
like, how
right.
much did? Yeah, that's him right there.
The first one. You're right.
He should have been more involved in everything then.
You're right.
I feel like I that's how I would have done it, but that's
Wow.
just me.
I tell you what, I must have blocked out this movie, the first one, because I don't remember him at all in the first one, except for seeing this picture right here. I remember the ending of the first one. I remember like Matthew Lillard being, sorry, spoiler, like the main person behind everything, surprise, and that weird twist with the daughter, whatever. It was bad. This one, like, oh, really, surprise. This one, to your point too, Nick. This one, I mean, talk about sequel baiting. These two movies are just, I mean, unnecessarily long exposition to a point of like, it's just like, oh look, build up. Oh wait, build up, and then look, sequel bait. This one, oh wait, build up. Wait, no, there's more build up, and then the end is like, oh look, a third one's coming out. It's like, wow, this was a big ass ad for a third movie that honestly I don't even want to see at this point, because I'm like, these first two movies were boo boo AF. So I'm kind of like, I'm already checked out from this franchise. I'm like, you know what, I mean, unless I'm like out of my mind hammer for the next one, or like someone I don't even know, but it just, to me, I'm like, I mean, these movies are just laughably like bad. These are major studio Hollywood movies, and what bums me out too is that I feel like Blumhouse was doing this shit for a while. They were like doing all these kind of really bad sequels and remakes and adaptations, but then they stopped doing it when you got shit like Split and Get Out, and you're like, oh, here we go, or like even the Purge, the very first Purge movie in 2013. Like, okay, you're like, cool. Cool original concepts, but I really thought they hit their stride. Even Whiplash was there. Black Klansman is there. You're like, oh damn, okay, hold up now. And I feel like they were really doing some kind of elevated and very like thought-provoking stuff. Again, Get Out won an Oscar. It was a phenomenon when it came out. It was a big conversation starter. It boosted, it launched Jordan Peele's career as a director. But then I feel like the past couple of years they've been doing these really bad legacy sequels or really laughably bad like adaptations, and it's like, I know you guys can make really good. Black Phone, great movie, but it's like I don't know really like what's like, why can't you guys go back to making really cool original low budget original IP movies that create stuff or give, you know, new filmmakers voices. Like, cause at a time they were like the kind of like the spot, like, hey, you make a horror movie for like $5 million or less, boom, here you go, bam. And to be fair, stuff like Invisible Man remake, that movie works. But I feel like they've been so caught up with like rebooting stuff or adapting stuff from like, you know, IP, where they're kind of just making this crap, and you're like, well, you're also hiring not really so talented filmmakers or people that don't really care about this or these IPs. So I don't know. It's very obvious that to me, I'm like, wait, Megan 2. Like, they were like, ooh, another franchise. It's like, well, no, like you're losing your originality and your voice of cool stuff. And I just feel like this example of like, you kind of lost your touch. And I don't know. I mean, I'm a big fan of Josh Hutcherson. I really am. This to me, like, he got a check. He was like, cool, I got paid for this movie, like, word, sweet. And I was sitting there, I'm just like, I just feel like no one really gave a shit. And to me, I'm kind of like, all right. But again, this movie was really to make a sequel. Like, hey,
it's game. I think the reason why, like, you talked about it before, because the first one did really, really good at the box office, #1.
Yeah, despite awful reviews too.
Despite awful reviews, I just checked the Rotten Tomato score. Isn't it like an 11?
11, yeah, that's being generous.
11 on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's like you look at this and you got to wait for the box office to come out, which is that will be on Sunday. I don't really know. I don't know the box office prediction for this one, but it's like, it's also going to do well based on the budget that they basically have for this movie. So we will see. What are they saying for this film?
35 to 40, which is half of what the first one made.
Oh wow! Is it 35, 40 opening? Wow, that's good.
That's good for them, but the first one made 80 mil. First one made 80 mil opening weekend, despite being on
80 mil?
Peacock. Yeah, it made 80 mil, and it was free on Peacock for Peacock subscribers.
That is wild. That is wild. I don't know if they're gonna make the third one, but if they do, they're gonna cut a lot of people are gonna be cut.
Yeah, I just feel like if
Yeah.
you're doing a third one, I would just hire a new team, hire a different writer, hire a different director. What would be cool too is that if they did an anthology series like this, hey, the first one was Hutcherson and his sister and the daughter of Matthew Lillard. Cool, that whatever. I feel like this could have been a really cool, kind of like The Purge, but learn from what The Purge did wrong. We got kind of too goofy, kind of too like kind of too absurd. Like, hey, maybe there was a Freddy's location in Ohio, one maybe in Delaware, maybe one in Phoenix, whatever. It's like do different locations and make it more like a survival kind of thing. Or, hey, the game is about this guy who's a security guard. Maybe have more stakes. Maybe he was out of prison. This is his last resort. His PO was like, hey, you need to get a job, whatever. Like, whatever. It's like, give him more stakes.
That's a solid fucking setup. Like, bro, this is your last resort. That's rough, man.
And you're getting fucking haunted by these people. And guess what?
Yeah, because it's like, damn, you can't quit at that point, bro. Because what are you gonna say? It's a fucking ghost there? Like, really, bro? Ghost? Man,
really?
Back to jail with your ass.
Back to jail.
Or you could do one word like when Matthew, like when his character was like still kind of, not like in his prime, but like when he was like younger and like he was committing all these crimes. It's almost like a prequel of sorts.
Yeah, I would see that because I was more intrigued. The opening scene is a flashback to the 80s, and I was more intrigued by that. I was more intrigued by like when it was still a thing. Like that could have been cool. And I'm sorry. Also, too, if you're a Scream fan, I can't wait to see the big reunion of Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard. First off, Skeet's only for me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, give or take, as being generous with 5 minutes. They're not in any scenes together whatsoever. Matthew Lillard is mostly, in flashback scenes. So it's like, if you're waiting for like, a cool reunion between the two of them, stay your ass at home because you ain't getting that. So wait for Scream 7 because not in this movie you ain't getting it. And I feel like Skeet was in it for what? Again, like I said, 5 minutes. Again, being very generous, 5 minutes. He's not in it much. And
are they saving him for like the next one? Maybe, I don't know, because it's like y'all were making a huge deal that he was coming back.
Huge deal. Also, McKenna Grace in this movie, wasted. Talking about a few weeks ago, me and most about a few weeks ago, about her, on the rise, whatever. She's in it, and she's wasted. It's like, okay, waste of her talents.
Yeah.
It's like it just there's so much exposition. I mean, talk about sequel baiting. I'm not a fan when films got like,
did they have a lot of exposition for this movie?
What's that?
Did they have a lot? Did they have a lot of exposition for this movie?
Oh my god, dude! So the first one too had so much exposition, so much, like it was so much of a point. I'm like, you can tell they're wasting. They're stalling. They're stalling to the very end and be like, oh
trying
look,
to pad that runtime.
Exactly. Oh look, this happens. See you in the next movie. It's like, well, what the fuck with the past hour and a half? What were y'all doing? Were y'all hanging with your dicks in your hands? Like, what were y'all doing? Doing nothing. Like, I don't know. Anyway. I'm off my soapbox here. These movies are not for me. This one was worse than the first one. I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 10 because I thought this movie was laughably bad. Blumhouse, you're better than this.
Wow,
you've ruined Chuck E. Cheese for me now even more. I walked out like I was just like wow. So if you want to go laugh though, definitely watch our out of theater reaction with both Nino and Isaac. We had a good ass laugh in our reaction last night. But again, I think everyone that was media last night in that theater walked out saying this movie was trash. And I didn't see any critic that I was overhearing people's conversations. People were like, awful, whack. I was like, yeah. So I think these movies are made just for the fans, and that's okay. But I'll tell you this much: as a movie, doing our job as a movie critic, reviewers, this movie is awful, and I'm giving this a 1 out of 10. If you're a big Megan Fox fan. Sure. She's in it. She voices Chica, but you won't see her like in a car like Transformers. How Michael Bay had her in the first Transformers movie. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. So yeah, that's our review of Five Nights at Freddy's. If it makes money, it makes money. It's good for the box office, but these movies are just not for me, and it's a no for me, dog. So and that's that. But we're gonna do the Blumhouse game, but no, actually, I think we should probably switch over to Netflix. And let's kind of get a little late for all of us too. So real quick though, you're right, Moses. Netflix wins the bidding war.
Yeah, Yeah, it wins the bidding war. It wins. Yeah, it basically won the bidding war and everything like that. Now they're heading towards like exclusive
This is
talks only,
crazy.
where
This is
it's
crazy.
it's funny though. You know what's crazy? What I think, I don't even think that even though Netflix has won this bidding war, I don't think that with this administration, I don't think they're going to improve it. I don't even think they're going to improve it because it's like they were pushing so hard for Paramount to win, right? Very much to win and everything like that. And now they're going to make excuses about Netflix, owning it and how it's going to destroy the theatrical business until Netflix comes out by saying, "Hey, we are when we basically buy this Warner Brothers company and everything like that. We're gonna make sure that we put out movies exclusively starting when we own the Warner Brothers. When we basically own Warner Brothers. Until Netflix comes out and says that, they're gonna have this push thing about, ooh, Netflix this, they're not gonna put out any movies, it's gonna kill the theatrical business, blah 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 blah. And then at the end, what's gonna happen? It's gonna, boop, it's gonna die until like early fucking 2028 or sorry 2029. But it's crazy. It's crazy though. It's crazy. Netflix, all right, winning this bidding war now, entering this exclusive talks with Warner Brothers. I'm not really a fan of this, but it's crazy how Zaslav, hustled this game all the way until the end. And it's I think it's like a $30 a share. So it's I think they bought it for over 70, 80 billion dollars. If it's $30 a share. So, but yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy as shit.
There's your boy.
Yeah, like the only good, like the main good thing about like Netflix getting Warner Brothers is that they would probably restore the Snyderverse. But like larger picture, it does make me wonder, like, okay, so if Netflix owns Warner Brothers, like how is it? Because Moses, you kind of brought this up. How is that going to affect like theatrical releases? Is it going to be like all streaming?
No, that's what exclusive deals are going to basically happen.
That's what they're going to hammer out.
That's what they're going to hammer off, and you might get news information about this stuff about, okay, when you might get some like some news from the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, and all these things. All these trades are going to talk about, oh, Netflix do intend on putting out movies exclusively that are Warner Brothers exclusive only. And they're going to continue on that tradition of putting out films on theaters for a certain amount of days, not for 2 weeks, but that 45 window days and everything like that. So, but yeah, there's already memes about it. You might even start having memes about the Warner Brothers is officially now revived.
You see the Interstellar one? You see my Match Platonic?
Yeah. No, but seriously though, if they do, there's no, like, nobody technically wins here.
We're all losers here.
There are losers here, and I don't think Paramount was gonna. I don't think nobody's gonna win with Paramount either. I think everybody was gonna be a loser with Paramount too as well. And that's
these comments are insane, but
I think
with Paramount, like, nah, that wouldn't have been the move, man.
That would have been a move. That would have been a move. But I think once those exclusive deals come up, and once we get information about if it's going to be theatrically and things like that, that's when people's minds are going to start changing a little bit because of that fact of them saying, hey, we're going to keep the theatrical business going with Warner Brothers and make sure that we keep the Netflix films, the Netflix TV shows, films exclusively on Netflix, the streaming service only. Until they come out and say that, they're going to have this pushback for a whole month, but we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see.
This was so stupid. I just made some bullshit.
I
don't even know what that is.
But yeah, man. I mean, what do you guys think? Nick, what do you think?
I mean, I said what I think, bro. Like, if Netflix gets it, then okay, bet I'm waiting for the fucking Snyderverse to be restored. It's
training right now. So Zack Snyder.
I told you.
It's like I'm saying that like halfway as a joke because I'm kind of like I don't know how I feel about Netflix owning Warner Brothers just overall. Like, it's literally just the one fucking thing. So if they have it, then okay, bet. You know, I want to see Henry come back, and I want to see Ben again. Like that's what I want right there. But it's like that's kind of the only plus side I really see of Netflix buying Warner Brothers, of Netflix potentially buying Warner Brothers. So it's like, but it's like to your point, like damn, if they would have, you know, sent it over to like if Paramount would have bought it, you know, then they would have been pushing all the MAGA stuff, and it's like I'm not to get all into politics.
No, it's like stay away from me. I don't want to like.
Exactly.
Hear.
Hey Doug, scroll back up a little bit. Up one more. Yeah, that's fire right there. Yeah, that's fucking fire right there.
This guy,
it's trending. Bro. It's trending. I mean, look. I mean, this is the.
You gonna see a video with freaking
Tyrone
Magnus,
right?
Oh, he's gonna be like, yeah.
No,
Tyrone Matt, he's uploading this fucking video right now. I'm telling you.
No, wrong one. Where is he? He's live. He's gaming now.
He's gaming. Oh,
yeah. He's gaming now. So. Yeah.
He's gonna drop a video tonight or tomorrow morning about this. I promise you, because I know he's hype as fuck for this. Because he's been talking about the whole, Zack Snyder's trying to bring back the Snyderverse and everything like that.
I want to hear what these guys, because they're streaming right now live. Double Toasted is right now while we record. I want to see what they
adopted
think
thumbnail is crazy. That's crazy work right there, bro.
Do you guys watch John Campea? Because I think
I do a little bit.
I haven't watched John Campea since like fucking 2016.
He gets a little. He kind of kisses ass a little too much. Where I was like, okay, man,
really?
There's time. I still watch him. I do watch his show a little bit, but there's times where you can definitely tell like he's kind of pandering to certain people. You're like, well, this is whatever. It's like, okay, we get that you're a fan, but you should be a little bit more. I don't know.
No, I get
a little bit less biased, maybe.
Yes,
is that what you're saying?
But you can tell like he's kind of like he negates other facts because I don't agree with that. It's like okay, you don't agree with it, but it's like the facts are facts. It's like it's whatever.
That's kind of real.
So this was kind of funny. The Equalizer 2 one's kind of funny.
I was one of those on this shit. Wait, go back to it.
I was one of those on this year. All caps, blue check mark, AI tweets from the Netflix.
Oh my God.
I'm 1,000 years ago. Listen, I'm not a fan of monopolies. The game, yes, but not the actual Monopoly.
I don't even like the game. It takes too long.
There was a cool. That is true. That is a long game. You're right. That is your day. That is your day if you're playing Monopoly. So, my thing with this is I'm going to be optimistic.
Bro, somebody said having to watch Batman Part 2.
Wait, what? That movie's not happening anymore.
What?
I bet you. I know. Sorry. It's still happening. I bet you if Netflix buys WB.
I mean, they already won the bidding war. You know what I mean?
So, they all happen. But I bet you that this. Remember, when Batman was made, it was AT&T still had it. Mm-hmm. Then WBD got it. Discovery got it. Then James Gunn got DC. Despite what he says about, I take over DC. Yeah, motherfucker, you did.
Yeah, I fuck with James Gunn. I don't know what the hell is going on over there.
I don't know what he was
Josh Hart, which is who I respect a lot. A great podcast, Happy Sad Confused. He's a phenomenal podcast. MTV. He's a great journalist. I admire him so much. He was on a podcast about me a few months ago, and Josh goes, "Hey, we took over DC." He goes, and James Gunn goes, No. I was offered DC. I didn't take it over. Yeah, motherfucker. I mean, taking over DC. Come on now, like
charging the motherfucker right now. Aren't you the CEO?
Yeah,
I didn't take over.
And I was like, bro,
maybe he means like come in and try to like take it for myself. Like, maybe, like I was like offered it. Like I don't know if that's what it means, but it's like you still running.
You took over DC with your partner Peter Safran, who I admire both those guys men very much. I do, and I love Superman.
Speaking of the bat, just really quick, I heard like Scarlett Johansson is maybe gonna get a role in it.
I think she's in talks for a role.
Emma Stone passed on it.
I heard about who is going to play because someone said Catwoman doesn't make any sense to me. Someone else said the Phantasm. Y'all see Marlon Mask of the Phantasm?
Catwoman is stupid because we already had a Catwoman. And
exactly. If you were gonna do, if it was like a different version from the past one, and she was like a different version of Catwoman, I could see because she could play a Catwoman.
Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy.
Like
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy could be interesting. I really do like the Andrea Beaumont Phantasm idea.
I heard about that too as well, and I think that's probably the best way to go when it comes down to Scarlett Johansson playing that character. I think that might be the best. Yeah, I think that might be the best decision. You know, it's funny. I thought it was gonna be Mr. Freeze, bro. I thought too.
I think for me, I thought it was gonna be like maybe like Hush, or I remember like earlier on they were talking about Clayface, but like I just assumed it was gonna be like Hush after that.
I really was hoping
because I think Reeves was even saying like it's gonna be a villain we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. I was like, okay, it's gonna be dope, Mr. Freeze. I know it's gonna be super cool as hell, you know. Cool. But I think he's gonna lean towards more detective, you know, and everything. I think he wants to lean on that more because it's like he keeps doing these villains that are very much, you know, in that detective-y kind of like world element, you know, in terms of like the villains that that Batman has, you know. So yeah.
I think Hush, the Phantasm, I don't know if like Deathstroke would work in a story like this. Or in this type of world.
Who has Deathstroke, you know? Like,
because Deathstroke is a cool ass character, but he is kind of like, because he's basically Captain America. Think about it, but
oh yeah. In terms of like in terms of like strength though, I think Captain America still, you know.
No, Captain America like whoops his ass. He's the super soldier, basically.
Yeah, super soldier. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
So,
what worries me though, what worries me though, again, like I said, is that this is going to be a third leadership and company change for this movie, from a part 2 of this movie.
It is. Oh, wow.
That worries me because I still have my suspicions that, again, I can't confirm this, but the fact that the Batman 2 was due this year originally, and there was nothing until Superman came out, and then I'm not saying to like, oh, he took credit for it, but he was kind of like James Gunn, like, oh, look, I have the script now, and it was like, I told this to Nick last year too when we did our end of the year podcast last year. I said something kind of tells me, I think, again, I can't confirm this. I'm not accusing anyone of this too. I still think James Gunn was a big reason why Batman 2 was delayed, because there was so much momentum from the first movie to the Penguin series, and then there was nothing. And so I still have my suspicions that James Gunn, maybe he didn't mean to do it intentionally, but something tells me that James Gunn played a factor in the delaying of the Batman movie, Batman Part 2. So
I think so too, but for a slightly different reason, because when they had kind of like first announced like, you know, we're doing Part 2, I kept hearing like the villain was going to be Clayface, not like the Clay monster, the regular like serial killer dude like in The Mask, so that it would tie in more with the overall vibe. But then I heard like, you know, the DCU was trying to do their own Clayface movie, and it's going to tie in more with that. So my theory is Reeves was originally going to do the more realistic version of Clayface. Gunn was going to do his version of Clayface, a more fantastical one, but then there was some concerns about like two Clayfaces. It might like muddle up like the perception of it or something like that. So Reeves kind of to go back and like, okay, so if Clayface doesn't work, I gotta like redo the whole thing, and that's kind of why it was like taking so long. That's just again like that's kind of like what I'm thinking.
Could be.
I could be completely off.
I could see that too. So to your point, I think you're right. I think he had a factor in it being delayed somewhat one way or another. So I'm gonna be optimistic to a degree about this. My big issue is, and I'm not the biggest fan of the guy personally. I'm not a big fan of Ted Sarandos as a person or as a CEO. That's how I am personally about him. I
saw him a few times, working on these freaking events and everything like that.
They kiss his ass the way they do in the studio episode. Like they kiss his ass. They kiss his ass. He's a very powerful dude. My big thing is that he's been on record multiple times. We have him on tape, ladies and gentlemen. He said how he is very, very, and I mean very anti-theatrical.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't like that.
This is what I'm saying is that if he doesn't come out and say, hey, Warner Brothers, the studio, are going to continue putting their films out theatrically as Netflix continues to put out films on the streaming service and everything like that. Until he comes out and say that, there's no way that there's going to be a handwritten freaking letter by saying, hey, yeah, of course, you can now officially own this thing, and do whatever you want. There's no way that, the freaking government is going to allow that, or even freaking Trump right now, for that. That's not going to happen.
I read this today before we did the pod, and I read this today about an hour before we did the show. I think this was very good because I heard when the strikes were happening in 23, a lot of writers were on podcasts not talking about their work, but I heard multiple film writers, TV writers, you name it. A lot of them spoke very a lot about this. A lot of them said how a lot of the guilds were against the Disney and Fox merger years ago. There was, because of how big that sale was and the destruction of all those jobs, 100,000 jobs were lost, whatever. I mean, those jobs were lost, bro. Those jobs were gone.
That's what I'm saying about this Warner Brothers. It's going to be a lot of jobs are going to be lost, and I don't even think, man. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that it's going to hit. I don't think it's going to go all the way through. I don't think.
I hope not, personally.
It's probably going to be for a couple years until something changes. But I know that Netflix really wants to grow and become this company like Disney. Because Disney has 21st Century Fox. It has what else? It has like the animation studio. It has Pixar, right?
Hulu.
No, it has Hulu. It has what? Marvel. It has Star Wars. It's
Simpsons, Family Guy.
It's like all of these companies, right? It's like now with Netflix, right? Now they want to be the big dogs with Disney. You know what I mean? But Disney's like, no, you can't be the big dog.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Disney's like, hey. Do you know you could never?
Yeah, you can't be like us. You wish.
You can't be the big dog. We're the big dog.
They're not like us.
You don't even have a park
like
yet.
us.
You don't even have parks yet. And what are you talking about? No, I'm kidding.
Damn, no, that's kind of real though, bro.
No, it's Netflix telling people that will charge their own employees for parking. Like seriously, like, oh, do you validate? No, we charge you for parking. Bitch, I work here.
No, I'm talking about parks and everything.
No, that too. But I'm saying that Netflix is so like they probably like, hey, like I work here, get free parking, and they go, no, not here, like not here. So, but another thing too, I'll say this on this matter too. I think I'll be very vocal about this. People are a little anti-Amazon now, and I get that to a degree. But what I was surprised when I remember when Amazon bought MGM, first all, no one cared about that, first off. But if you look at it now, I thought how Amazon buying MGM has been so good for the business because guess what? Amazon puts out films all the time now in theaters. Yeah. MGM movies. Accountant 2 was a big festival thing that we saw at South by this year, and it made money. It didn't do numbers, but again, they put a lot of money behind that weird The Rock Christmas one last year.
It made the VOD. VOD did numbers.
Great
with that.
It did, and I feel like Challengers was a big hit. That was Amazon. That was a big hit. I'm trying to think that this year there's been movies alone that we've seen. I'm like, damn, all right, Amazon, MGM. Like, I feel like they picked up the slack that Fox used to have when they were still Fox. And I really respect the hell at what Amazon has done that, hey, you're right. They'll make streaming movies, some bad ones, I'll be honest. However, when Amazon really invests in theatrical movies, they invest. I mean, they really invest in theatrical, and they put out like I think 15 years. Again, the next big movie is that huge one with Ryan Gosling with Phil Lord and Chris, the Project Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, yeah.
Hail Mary. That's gonna be a massive movie. Guess what? They're putting that movie in every format and 3,000 theaters. They're putting this huge marketing campaign behind it between Ryan Gosling and Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They gave it. I mean, they got Drew Goddard writing the script. They got Greg Fraser, the DP, who did Dune and the Batman behind the camera. Like they also. I mean, they have an amazing team behind their theatrical stuff. So with Netflix doing this, you're right, Moses. I hope if this really does go through, and I'm hoping it doesn't, because this article, I recommend everyone read an article, because to your point too, and I'll say this part as well. What I've seen now in this past 6 years that we've graduated college, right? We've gone through now a pandemic. We've gone through streaming kind of taking over a lot of the business. We've seen mergers, and now we've seen 2 strikes happening. And Moses, a few weeks ago, on the pod, you and I talked about this a few weeks ago as well. We are now seeing a exodus of production out of these states. Things being shot in Ireland, the UK, Prague, Canada, you name it. I mean, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
People are not shooting things the way they used to be in the States, whether it's in Atlanta, LA, New York, not Chicago, nothing. Everything is being shipped overseas now. If this does happen, and I'm with you, I think Apple should have been the one to buy this or someone else, and I'm still holding out hope for this. If this goes through, we're going to see less and less jobs. We're going to see jobs be diminished. I'm pretty sure Sarandon's also pro AI as well. Don't forget that, folks. Don't forget that. Again, you can either use AI to your advantage the proper way.
I just the proper way, and I do not want it to go anywhere near. It can go near, like the help of like marketing, blah 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 blah, and things like
summaries.
But do not let it touch the process of making art.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Do not do that, because we're already losing jobs in the entertainment industry. It's like, what are we doing here? It's like, what are humans meant to do if you take away the only thing that they, love to do for, I don't know, for a living. I don't know. It's like art is like a human form that we're supposed to be doing, and it's like you take that away.
It's how we express ourselves.
No, yeah.
So you can't take that away from. What are we gonna have after that?
We're gonna have after that. It's like, what do we have? Sitting at home and watch all AI slop or whatever it is.
Yeah, watch AI express itself. I don't give a damn about none of that.
Get the fuck out! What is this bullshit? Moses, you're in L. I mean, again, it's all the time joking about. I mean this. You're in LA, man. You've seen it firsthand. Look at the jobs disappearing.
Jobs are disappearing. It's like, I haven't worked on an actual like narrative production here for like a long time, and I've been just doing like live events, or or even just festivals, events, and things like that, and just like film premieres and Q&A events, and that's mainly it. I do award shows too as well, but not really a lot of narrative, man, because there's not really that here, which is disappointing, But I'm hoping that it kicks back up. I fingers crossed. We'll see,
That worries me about the job, but this right here. And this is on Variety. This is a legit article. Sources told Variety earlier on Thursday, which is today, that Netflix's current proposal for Warner Brothers would have a theatrical window thin as 2 weeks of exclusivity. Fuck off.
Wait, what does it say?
Sources told Variety earlier on Thursday, which is today, that Netflix's current proposal for Warner Brothers would have a theatrical window as thin as 2 weeks. Go fuck yourself.
The current proposal, right?
Fuck you.
Yeah. I do not think once they actually dive into those like really, really like deep talks and everything, because they haven't signed off yet, which is great, right? Once they actually go in, and I'm glad that Zaslav, if they do buy the company, he's going to stay CEO of the company and everything. And if they really go into these deep talks just with Warner Brothers and Netflix talking about this, there's no way that, nobody's going to let this happen. Nobody's going to let this happen. Nobody's going to make them, Just let them have a 2-window theatrical window. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know.
But dude, I said, man, they kiss Frando's ass. They kiss his ass so much.
This is Warner Brothers. They literally just bought a whole goddamn studio. You bought a whole goddamn studio that has IP for days. That have tons and tons of IP, and you're telling me that my brother just texted me saying Netflix is running.
You're like, yeah, brother, I'm recording right now. We know we're live reporting on air.
But you have all these IPs, right? There's no way for Netflix to say, yeah, all these IPs, you can just watch it at home. You know, you can just watch them at your TV and everything like that.
Man,
and
I don't want to do that shit. I want to watch it in the theater.
no, that's what I'm saying. There's no way. There's no way that can happen. You have so many clauses that are gonna take place where people are gonna push, and make sure that doesn't happen. And I think the first person that does that is it's up to Zaslav, man. It's up to him. You know what I mean? It's up to him and the shareholders. You know what they say, because they want to also make sure that, I mean, they don't care because they already got their money at the end of the day, but still, it's like, I don't know.
And I know we wrap it up and say goodbye and do our one-on-ones real quick. This is what I was talking about too. This is a quote from Strandos, and this is one of many that he said on record. Driving folks to a theater is just not our business. He has explicitly told this multiple times on record. He does not believe in the theatrical experience. And do you think for a second now, think about this too.
You know this motherfucker got a home theater at his house, bro.
No, see, I mean, that's
what I don't believe in.
That's what me and you. Maybe we separate a little bit, because I do not believe that he bought this big ass studio and everything like that. That's worth billions of dollars.
He wants the IP.
He wants the IP. Great. He wants all these IPs. We all know that, right? We all know that. But there's no way that that he's gonna sit there and say, all these IPs are gonna just stay at home. Like, that's it. It's like you can watch it for 2 weeks at the theater, and that's it. There's no way. That in my mind, I'm just like, there's no fucking way for a person that is in this business for film, for filmmaking, for them to say this when they just bought a big ass studio. I get it when it's just Netflix, that's it. But to bring in another studio and be a part of your company too as well, officially you are a part of the theatrical. You gotta be part of the theatrical window, or else you suck. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Speak on it.
You know what I mean? You're not helping nobody except your pockets, and that's it. You know what I mean? You're not helping nobody except your pockets and except your shareholders' pockets, which is really, really sad. And I know probably the biggest reason why that Netflix won this bid is because they have lots of money. Paramount doesn't have that much money. Even though the dad of Elson is like the richest person in the world or whatever it is, he probably didn't have like cash laying around, or whatever it was.
They make so much money. And guess what? You think for a second after this too, after this goes through, damn well Netflix is gonna be like, guess what, guys? We're fucking raising your prices on Netflix and HBO Max. Like, fuck off.
Oh yeah.
I just got HBO Max.
Fuck off, dude.
You just got HBO Max?
I got that shit fucking 2 weeks ago, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't like this. Yeah. Was that meme from Simpsons? I'm in danger. I hope this goes through. I really hope. Okay, this is why I think, and I'm really optimistic here, being my overly optimistic ass here. Yeah. I hope the House and Senate will do what they didn't do with Fox and Disney 8 years ago.
Well, this is where we are right now. This is where we are right now. Trump is gonna block it because he wanted freaking, I don't know if it's up to Congress or it's up to Trump to give it a go ahead or whatever. But he wanted Paramount to take it because he wanted his own propaganda, blah blah blah, and all the type of shit. He wanted to take over CNN as well because it's also part of Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
you know, and everything. So, but I don't think, I don't think it's gonna go through in any of these couple years until 2026. Sorry, until 2028. You know, until Netflix decide to really give them a good reason why, you know, to own it. Other than that, it's gonna stay the same. It's gonna be the same. But at the end of the day, I don't fucking know.
And what sucks too is that, and I hate saying this too. You know what this means? And you know, and you have movies now too, Nick. Goodbye Blu-rays. Goodbye Blu-rays. Because Netflix just says, what physical media? Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
You don't want that.
No, and you know why? Because you damn well Netflix can be like, we ain't putting out no fucking movies from Blu-ray. Hell no, fuck you. So it's like, this is gonna, you know, listen, this is the time. If the House and the government and even Trump, do you want something good if this, for this Hollywood, for the Hollywood industry and the business, do what you couldn't do what you failed to do 7 years ago with the Fox Disney merger. Step the fuck up. And block this.
Bro, with Trump, he's going to be like, well, if you got money to put in my pockets, then I'll approve.
No, dude, I know.
That's what's going to happen,
Who am I
bro.
kidding? Yeah, who am I kidding?
That's literally what's going to happen. It's like, hey, if you got money to put in my pockets, you know, my wife just decided to make a...
Oh, I saw that too. Oh, my God,
wife just decided to make a production company. If you got money to put in her pockets...
What?
Swear to God. I swear, she did. She made a production company. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
You guys got to check out this new production company. It's the greatest that there's ever been. The movies are gonna be phenomenal. They're gonna be huge.
It literally not until, you know, freaking Netflix decided to be like, hey, we'll give you 5 or 10 fucking look deals for your production company for Netflix. That's when
we're gonna see shit like this, bro. We're gonna see shit like this. We're gonna see shit like this.
We're
gonna say fucking based on a true story.
Bro, we were gonna see shit like this with Paramount, bro. That's the thing. We were gonna see shit like this with Paramount.
No, I think Paramount to a degree would fuck. I mean,
no,
like,
you're lying to yourself.
No, because Paramount just signed all those new people. Like, I mean, they have all those new people were on board now. But you know, this is why politics. It's why I do think politics and entertainment should not be so close together.
It's like you talking about the government being a part of, you know, like the
dangerous game.
No, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Dangerous. It's a dangerous game, and I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So we'll definitely be covering this as this progresses, whatever. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. My spidey sense is going off, not in a good way. So yeah, I feel like my boy K from Blade on 2049 when he goes, God damn it. I love this scene, but there's a scene. What's that from the one battle? He goes, what the fucking fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Whoever he goes something like, hold up. I had to say for my memes now, then we'll go to our one-on-ones real quick. He goes, hold up. I had this clip right. He goes,
what in the motherfucking fuck? How could it get any fucking worse than that? What in the motherfucking fuck? How could it get any fucking worse than that?
Yeah, that's my meme today for the merger. But
oh man,
yeah, guys, let us know in the comments. Let us know to our audience, to our audio listeners, video listeners. Let us know your thoughts about this. You happy? You know, you excited, confused, lost for words like we are?
I'm like in between. You know,
I'm curious. Like I want to see how this plays out.
Man, it's because of your Spatterverse, bro.
I'm curious. What does he say in Django? He goes, I'm curious to know what makes you so curious, right? What did Jimmy Fox say to? He goes, I'm curious. He goes, DiCaprio goes, well, I'm very curious about this one right here.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that movie again. Damn.
I'm curious what makes you so curious. That's the line. Yeah. Yeah. He goes, I'm curious what makes you so curious. Great, that's a great line. But all right, as we end this show, again, if you're new to the show or not returning, we always do our one-on-one. We give you one TV show, one recommendation, both one film and one TV show that we want to share with you all. So, Nick, my friend, starting with you, what are your one-on-ones of this week?
So for me, for my movie, I'm gonna go with Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone,
Nice.
Philosopher's Stone. Depends is that, but no, because I saw like a little bit ago, they, and I'm sure that they're doing this in preparation for the HBO series, but they on Audible they're doing like a full cast like reading of it. So like each character is played by like a different actor, and I was like, oh, I like those books. I want to just kind of like go through them again, or like listen to them again. So I've been listening to that, and
That's
I
cool.
just like dude, it's pretty dope because I know I think they've like already casted like they already like have the cast set for like the future books. I don't know if they've like recorded everything already, but like I'm only on like book one, but like I saw like Bill Nye was gonna be in it
Whoa.
at some point. Yeah, he's gonna play Slughorn, for the Audible series that is. Um, so I'm like that's kind of fucking dope. Yeah, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
That's fantastic. Hugh Laurie is Dumbledore. I like that.
Oh hell yeah!
McFadden's Voldemort. That's a good casting. I like that. Riz Ahmed is Snape. I like that.
Wait, what? Okay, jeez Louise. Because
Michelle Gomez. I don't know who that is.
I'm not familiar with her, but
Kush Jumbo. That's a cool ass name.
okay,
That's a cool ass name. What up, Kush
yeah.
Jumbo?
Yeah, it's actually cool.
I don't know who that is. I know the girl playing Hermione is also gonna be Hermione in the TV show.
Oh
I
yeah,
wonder.
yeah.
Are like Ron and Harry gonna be the Harry on the TV show
No,
too?
just
Okay,
Hermione.
I kind of feel like why not just have them be
You
the
would think, right?
yeah,
They're still kids.
just cast everybody. It might be like a bit of a time consuming thing, but no, yeah, just because I like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That's one of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorites. It's top three favorites in the Harry Potter series overall. But I just love that fucking movie. Like that was one of the first movies I'd seen in theaters. Because I remember like my grandmother, she took me and my cousin Trey to see it,
Aw.
and we was just like movie hopping that day, I think. But like
Yeah.
I loved it, man. Like just kind of being like kind of thrown into the world of like Hogwarts and witchcraft and wizardry. That like when I was like obsessed with Harry Potter, but like I really did like fuck with those stories and like it's like I wanted to go to fucking Hogwarts, and then even
Mm-hmm.
a couple years ago, me and my she was my girlfriend at the time, but she's my wife now. Like we went to Universal Studios and we did the Hogwarts
That's so
section
cool.
there, and it felt like I was a kid again. Like I just fucking loved it. But yeah, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone movie, and then for my show, because I got like I mentioned, I have HBO Max again.
Woo!
I
Mm.
um so I was able to watch Todd McFarlane's Spawn. I've watched it. I've watched the entire series like once already, but I'm going through it again, and it's just
Great
like
show.
Spawn is such a cool fucking character, and they said that that they're doing like another live action movie, but they said that like years ago, so it seems like it's development hell, just kind of fit on, but it's a cool series. Very dark. It's very mature. Like they do not hold back. Spawn. Al Simmons is voiced by Keith David, so it's just
Great
it's
casting.
it's it's fucking sick. And like my only thing is like I wish that they would have like had a few more seasons because they only went up to three, but it's a radar cartoon, and like I remember like when I was a little kid, I like we had Netflix and I had this on my queue. So like I was waiting for fucking like months for it to be like sent over because we had like a long ass fuck, and my mom canceled it like right when it was supposed to be like mailed over
Oh
to us. So like
no.
we didn't have like Netflix for in college. I was watching this series and I'm like, you know what? If I would have got this, if I'd have been like watching this as a kid, like this is not family appropriate, but like me being a kid, I'm thinking like it's a superhero cartoon, so obviously I can watch it. But nah, man, it's violence, it's titties, man, it's gore, it's foul language, it's everything, bro. So like I guess it is kind of a good thing I wasn't able to see it when I was so young, but like nah, the series is dope and like it just I get like one of the things I like about it, it doesn't hold back. It just it explores the mythology a little bit, or not a little bit, but it fully fucking goes for it. And um, like yeah, and Spawn, Al Simmons, just he's such a cool fucking character. So I got to give a shout out to Tom McFarlane for creating him. Um, but yeah, HBO's Spawn and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. phxfilmcritics/philosopher's stone.
Very Warner Brothers, very WB of you as well.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to keep it on brand for our conversation.
Very on theme. All right, Moses, what you got this week?
I've been watching a show called I think on Apple TV called Pluribus.
How is that?
What is that show about?
You gonna type it up?
Keep it not spoiler free if you can. I heard like the reveal like season episode 1, so I want to like.
You can just read out the synopsis and everything, which would be easier.
The most miserable person on earth must save the world from happiness.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So basically,
Vince Gilligan,
it's like the simplest way I can say this is that I don't know, man. It's like it's like mankind has basically turned into. They're all essentially, like I don't know, man. It's like they all essentially got turned into like. Not exactly aliens or anything like that, but they got taken over by maybe like a alien like insect or whatever, and like human beings are like super nice and everything, and she's like the only person that she's one of like 10 people around the world that didn't get turned into one of the I don't know, the aliens or whatever. And the aliens are like super nice and everything. Like they're like super kind to her because like, they want her to have, it's really hard to like kind of like talk about it. You got to like just watch it to yourself. I feel like I'm just butchering.
I'm not mad at that though.
I'm gonna watch it.
I feel like I'm just butchering, like the thing because it's just very interesting. It's very interesting.
It's Vince Gilligan, man, who did Breaking Bad.
Yeah. It's also, I think it's also set in like in Arizona. It's like, like majority of the of like the scenes and everything like that. Sorry, like the episodes or whatever are like shot in Arizona, which is really, really cool. You can tell it's shot in Arizona when you look at the freaking, landscape. It's like, oh, that's Arizona, but it's cool. It's very interesting, bro. You just gotta look for yourself. You just gotta watch for yourself. Like I promise you, you guys are gonna enjoy this. You guys are gonna enjoy this show. You guys are gonna enjoy it. I
like Vince Gilligan, man. He wrote Breaking Bad is one of the best shows of all time. He also wrote
Breaking Bad for all time. It's interesting how this is like a whole different like genre.
Good for him.
A whole different genre.
He's a good writer.
And
he also wrote Hancock. People forgot that. He wrote Hancock.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah.
I can. You know what? I can see some dialogue like points or whatever too. Never mind. But yeah, it's a good show. Check it out. It's a good show. I'm like in episode 4 right now.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll peep it.
But yeah, for movie, go watch. Hey man, go watch any movie that's in theaters.
Nah, don't cop out, motherfucker. Pick one.
No. I'm saying this because we were talking about the whole Netflix buying Warner Brothers thing, and it's kind of just like in my mind for a second, I was like, man, I'm just so mad about if they really do decide to keep all the films, on streaming, if they really decide to buy Warner Brothers. But go see Wake Up Dead Man. It's a great film. Great cast. The dialogue is incredible. The story is incredible. And go check it out. Go watch it in theaters. If you can't, that's okay. But it's a good film.
All right. This was kind of tough for me. I've been watching a lot of like my favorites recently, but I'm gonna go with this movie because I love this movie. And this is Top 5 by Chris Rock.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
This movie is fantastic. This movie is so funny. It's very smart. It's kind of like an equivalent to him doing like a Judd Apatow / I know it's canceled now, Woody Allen kind of movie, but Chris Rock's kind of twist on it. I remember seeing this when it came out when we were in high school with some friends. I remember seeing it again, and the movie flopped. It was a big flop, unfortunately. But I remember seeing it with some friends opening night, and the theater was again black theater, black audience, and there was my white ass there, and this movie brought the house down because it was so funny. Basically, he's playing kind of a version of himself. He's like a former comedian, former big action comedy star. wants to do more serious roles. He's doing kind of this like Haitian like slave uprising movie, but no one wants to see it. No one sees it. Whatever. It's like he's kind of like, nah, man, you're the funny guy. Stay in your lane, basically. And it's one of those movies where you watch, it's 10 years later, it holds up very, very well. Chris Rock has a good eye for direction. Obviously, he's a comedic genius, of course. But him and Rosario Dawson together are just phenomenal in this movie together. They have great chemistry. The cast is great, from my man JB Smoove. I'm a huge fan of JB Smoove, who is always, to me, on top of his game. Leslie Jones, Cedric the Entertainer, Gabrielle Union, Tracy Morgan, Jay Farrell, my man Jay Farrell, who's one of the nicest people in the world. I mean, the cast is phenomenal. And Sherry Shepherd, I mean, this movie is so funny. By far one of the best comedies of the past decade or so. It's very charming. Again, a lot of funny cameos from Jerry Seinfeld to Adam Sandler, Whoopi Goldberg. Kevin Hart's a funny cameo. Like, I don't know. It's a very nice love letter to New York, to comedy, to just like, trying to be different in a industry that kind of, keeps you where you are sometimes, to your like your own kind of stay in your lane, whatever. But again, Chris Rock definitely shows like how he's a good writer, he's a good director, he's very funny, of course. And I know it's a funny movie that kind of just like came and went, unfortunately, that no one really saw. It was I think my top 3 of that year when it came out. Super funny. And it made me kind of miss seeing comedies like that in the theaters still. So it's a great movie. I think you can watch it on Prime Video now, or that's on Prime Video. Yeah, it's on Prime Video. It's super funny. Hour 40 goes by really fast. A lot of funny cameos. If you want a good laugh, this is it. It's a really great movie. One of Chris Rock's best. And I would like to see him do more, direct more films again, because I like the one he did. What's the one he did with Running for President?
Head of State.
I love Head of State. I love Head of State. That movie's
fucking funny, man.
So funny. I don't know. I like to see Chris Rock do more stuff like that again. Again, he's also a good dramatic actor when he can. So funny movie. DMX has one of the best cameos ever in this movie. It's so funny. It's really funny. So yeah, top 5 is a great movie. So don't go check that out. For my show, ooh. You know what? I'm gonna do a childhood classic too. And this, I don't know if you remember the show, guys. Remember the show called Zeke and Luther?
Huh? I remember that show. I never watched it.
Oh, Zeke! Oh, I remember the show.
It was kind of like their equivalent of Drake and Josh to a degree.
Yeah, dude, I love this show. I used to love this show, man.
And I forgot his name. He was also on Ned the Classified Survivor guy.
Yeah,
Cookie.
Yeah, Cookie.
Yeah. These guys didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. I think they both had problems with the law and alcoholism and drug abuse, unfortunately. But I don't know. I remember watching this during the summer, when we were teenagers, preteens, whatever. And
yeah,
it's very Drake and Josh coded. It's very Drake and Josh-esque. It's goofy, but it was a time where you can just be a kid and just be stupid and be dumb, and it's just like all the stupid adventures you want when you were a kid, like trying to get pizza, trying to get a girl, kiss a girl, whatever. I don't know. It was a simpler time, of course, for us at least.
Yeah.
And it was very wacky. It was goofy, whatever. They go on some crazy adventures that they get in trouble with, these three, whatever. It was shot in the LA kind of the LA.
Okay, nice.
Skate scene. I don't know. I was going through Disney Plus the other day, and I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot about this show." And I just remember liking the show a lot as a kid. It was silly.
It was very silly. It was very. Now thinking about it now, it's like very, very silly. But it was just damn nostalgia kind of hit me just now, man. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, there they are. I mean, it was just like. Yeah, when skateboarding was kind of like the thing. Like, oh, you were cool. You were skateboarding. You were one of those guys, or whatever.
Yeah. It's like they use skateboarding to like get girls too as well.
That's what it was. Yes, that's what it was. I mean, look at the fashion too. Like, baggy jeans, like in the Vans, the chain with the with like in the chain. Like, I mean, the flannel, the puka necklace. Like, I mean, it's a time capsule of like late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah.
But this screams fucking like 2007, 2008, 2009, bro.
It does, man. And it was just. I think this is probably one of the last good. I think this and Zach and Cody on the cruise, whatever, was probably some of the last really good shows that we had for our generation, for us at least. This was the end of the High School Musical era, end of like that kind of thing, whatever. This was post Drake and Josh, kind of like almost post the ends of iCarly or whatever. So. I don't know. I was going to D Plus and I was like, oh my god, this show. It just brought me back a lot of to your point, Nick, Moses, about nostalgia. I was like, oh yeah, this one was fun. So silly, goofy, but again, I feel like when we were kids, like we had a really good like variety of stuff. I would say for this kind of show. So definitely a nostalgic pull too. But it's definitely a funny, again, feel good show. But yeah, guys, those are our 1-and-1s for this week. Alrighty, folks. Nick, starting with you, my friend. Where can our lovely audience find you at home on the social medias?
You can find me right here at the Genre of Your Life podcast, as always. And if you want to follow me on my personal Instagram, you don't have to. It is just an option, but you can follow me at ahmadjohnson98. And I guess just right here in your heart too, as well. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to say sometimes. Yeah.
At the movie last night. There's a line where he goes, right here in your heart, and then it goes, he stole that from me.
Yeah, I was motherfucker, I wrote that. I've been saying that for years, bro.
All right, Moses.
You guys can find me as always at MosesLawi_ on Instagram. You can find me Moses Lawi on YouTube as well. And you can find me here at the Genre of Your Life podcast, as always. And you can also find me at... No, I don't know. You can find me at...
Here we go. I was waiting for something. I was waiting.
I was gonna steal Nick's thunder, but I was like, that's not mine. That's his thing.
I'll tell you what, though. If Netflix does just fully take over Warner Brothers, you can find me there.
That's
watching the fucking Snyderverse. Hell yeah, day in, day out.
I'm weak.
To follow up on that, you can find me protesting Netflix buying Warner Brothers. I'll be definitely the one protesting that. You see me on the picket line for sure. But no, you can find me right here every week with these amazing dudes who I'm so honored to share this podcast with every week right here. The Genre of Your Life podcast. Of course, you can find me on my personal Instagram at The Young Jones, or Twitter or X, Capri_Sun, SON. Of course, our socials are all one word, Midway Avenue Productions on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Again, our link tree on our Instagram, we find all this amazing work from both Nick's amazing short film, most amazing short films, both their amazing articles, stuff like that. We have a really good variety of kind of things we work on here, of course, but also their amazing work that they've done outside of the podcast as well. So again, don't be shy. Show us some love here and there from our podcast to our and we worked on here again our social medias. It means a lot to us, and don't be shy, guys. Like I said, we want to hear from you all. Let us know in the comments what you're watching, how you feel about this Netflix Warner Brothers deal. Again, your feedback means the world to us. So don't be shy. Leave us a comment, review, rating. We want to hear from you guys. But of course, everyone, have a happy December. Go to the movies, like Moses said. Support your local business, local cinemas, whether it's Regal, Alamo, AMC, Cinemark, you name it. I don't care. Indie theater. Seriously, movies are here to stay forever. We're always here to stay forever, and we're going to be supporting that theatrical business to the very end of time. But so then, my friends, of course, stay well, stay safe. But more importantly, we will see you guys at the movies.